We are back with Gamebound, the Sprawl, and we're gonna probably just all die. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because you guys have decided to max out the Genetisoft corporate clock to midnight.
I'd like to point out that I had very little involvement in this. I was there one time.
You did the job against embedded shipping, yeah.
Yeah. I knew how this game worked. I tried.
So I think the first thing we see, so this is a movie. We would see, I think we would get a song starting to play in the soundtrack. Probably like an 80s synth song. Trying to think of what makes sense. Like what song would be playing?
Have you ever heard Shadows by, I want to say it's Midnight is the name of the band. I feel like it's kind of obscure, but it's like my favorite cyberpunky synthwave. It's super good.
You should post it.
Okay.
I want to get a feel for how this montage is gonna go.
Okay. You have to skip like the first little bit because it's just instrumental, but
What is it called? Shadows.
It's Shadows by the Midnight.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So basically, I mean, we get a synth soundtrack, right? So it's very electronic, very cyberpunky. We're getting a lot of like heavy like bass synths, some like wonky high mid synths, and a electronic kind of like beat in the background. And we see the cyberpunk landscape, right? We see the city world of Midas from orbit. We see it like as it's shown here first, and we start to like kind of like spin around, like the angle is like spinning, as this music starts to like fade into the soundtrack, and then we right when the bass drops, we boom, go in like a street view, and we're like going along this cityscape now, getting shots of the city. It's raining. Very, very like dark. It's obviously nighttime wherever we have landed here. Rainy, neon signs lit up everywhere, advertising for one thing or another. We see, I think, a montage of each of you doing whatever you do before you meet up. So we'll go around here. So I think we start with Elizabeth. So what do we see as like the synth groove is kind of like starting to like play in the soundtrack, as like we cut to Elizabeth and see like what she's doing right before she leaves to go meet up with the crew.
I just started chewing.
Nice.
She's definitely on the phone with her husband, talking about the kids, and talking about the grandkids probably. And she's like messing with like the drone and like fixing stuff up.
Nice.
She's got her legs up on the table and she's like what's it called? Like just hardwiring stuff, and she's got like a, what's it called? The little flamethrower thing?
Blowtorch.
Blowtorch, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got one of those in her hand, and she's just like on the phone like this.
Okay, sure, yeah, and maybe I think what happens is your the phone like vibrates while you're like holding it against you, and you like set your stuff down and like look at it, and then
hold on a second, honey. I think this might be a job.
Yeah, exactly. And then the soundtrack fades back up more intensely, and we just see you like looking at this, and then just like kind of like getting the look on your face, and then like gathering up your stuff right to like go off.
All right, I gotta go now, honey. Watch the grandkids. Don't feed them too much candy. And fix the dull diarrhea problem. That's got to stop. Take him in if you have to.
Sure, yeah. And so we see this old, higher middle-aged woman heading out. And so we, as you like kind of leave the room, we hard cut to whatever Molly is doing at the moment.
So Molly is at the entrance to a building that says it's like home sec, and then it says next to it, like not daycare, but basically like, you know, asset protection or something. And she's waving to her daughter as she like drops her off at the like, I'm going somewhere and someone might try and murder my family, so I'm gonna leave them here for a while. Place.
Like a safe house.
Yeah, basically, yeah, like a daycare but safe house. Because I mean her daughter's 16, so it's not the daycare, but yeah, so we just get kind of an aerial view of her waving and like the door sliding shut and it like locks into place like a metal door. And then yeah, she turns back down the street and sighs. And she's just wearing, you know, like normal street casual clothing. She doesn't even look cybernetic really from the outside. She looks like a normal lady. And yeah, she just pulls out her, I assume we all have like phones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just pulls out her phone and then we get like the over shoulder view and she just scrolls up towards and finds Valencia's name on her like contact list and punches it and holds the phone up to her ear and lets it ring. And she's like starts walking down the street towards, I don't, do we have cars? I feel like you have to start with a car in this game, so I don't
Space
think
cars.
You probably like take a taxi then.
okay, yeah, then she waves down like a
An air
what
taxi.
what tech is this planet? Is it tech
Taxi.
TO4?
TL4, yeah.
Then yeah, she waves down a hover taxi.
Yeah, and I think what we get. So my idea, Jared, as to what your characters. I mean, I feel like this is what you're thinking too. But I think we hard cut as like Molly is like holding the phone to
Yeah.
just Valencia punching someone in the face, right? Like as like in the Fight Club.
Mhm.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So go ahead and continue to describe that for me.
Well.
Yeah, your phone starts ringing and
Yeah, I'm
Wait, what
punching
song
a dude
is
in the
it?
face with one hand, and
ringtone.
oh boy, oh, you're putting me on the spot here.
Sorry.
Oh,
This is the year 3200, so it can be any song.
any song from the
A made
future?
up song. A made up song.
A made up song.
What kind of song is it?
Is it by the death metal band that I made up?
I was gonna say a Warrior's Call from I can't remember. Oh, crap. Give me a second, I'm gonna Google it. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, by Volbeat. I'm the
Nice.
only one who knows that. I think it's maybe
Mhm.
David. No,
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've heard the song.
no one. Dang it! It's about a boxer.
Nice. That's appropriate.
Okay, no one gets that, so let's switch to Iraqi.
I mean, I feel like I got the idea from the name. Like it's, yeah. Nice. Sorry.
Yeah, so your phone rings as you're punching this dude unconscious.
yeah, I'm punching him with one hand, and I answer the phone with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
So yeah, I think Valencia's like, or sorry, Molly's like, hey Valencia, how you? Is something going on? What's what is that?
Oh, it's nothing, just business.
Oh right, of course. Okay. Well, and do we have a job? What's going on?
I think you guys, have like a tip that you guys are gonna like meet up to talk about.
Okay. Yeah. So she's like, I'm just double checking the address. Where are we meeting again?
Are we meeting at the old with the old lady?
Yeah, I think that was right.
Yeah, she has like a workshop. Elizabeth Thorne has like a garage workshop thing that is in her character. So
Yeah, it's just like, well, I just dropped off Rachel, so I'm heading over now. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Ah, my leg! You hear in the background.
Yeah. Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, I'll see you there. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Nice. We're all gonna sound real dumb the whole time. It's great.
and then we cut to Monroe. What
I
is
can't wait to
Monroe
hear
doing?
Carly's man voice. Do it.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, no, that's not gonna happen.
Aw.
So we see Mr. Monroe sitting behind a computer in a classroom full of like 10th graders taking a history test.
Mhm.
And he's like checking his email while they're taking the test because he has nothing better to do. And he gets a notification of like, oh, we have this tip and we're gonna meet up. And so he sends out an email to get him a sub last minute for the end of the day. And then you see like a sub get there, and then he just like grabs his coat and leaves.
I think maybe what we actually see, Monroe, is a robot walks in.
Yeah,
or like rolls in on like some sort of like roller system and just like,
Yep.
I will be taking over for the remainder of the day, teaching you about the war of blank blank blank, right?
Redacted.
And everybody like groans like, ah.
Kids love war though.
Or just like the robot rolls in and like pulls down the projector and is like, we'll be watching a movie today.
Right.
Because that's what really happens when you have a
Yeah.
sub.
Yeah.
Watch this fascinating documentary on the War of 1837.
And after you see Mr. Monroe walk out, one of the kids gets up and walks out too.
I mean, yeah.
Cool. So I think we get like a 4-panel cross section of each of you walking down a particular like rainy street, depending on like where you are in this like montage. And there's like a different color neon light behind you. So there's like a prime color scheme going across the. And so which color is which? What's everybody's color of choice that like is above them at the neon light?
I want red.
Okay.
I gotta rethink mine. I think mine's probably like a bright purple.
Same. And I need to rethink mine again.
Sorry.
Now that the Sith colors have been chosen.
Yours is broken, right? It's like dark and sparking.
Yes.
Like falls off the hinges.
Isn't it yellow
I don't
because
know why it has
you're
hinges.
yang?
Pretty much.
Mine is blue.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, we see that, and then as the final like bit of the synth groove like comes to its crescendo, we cut to black, and then we just hear and like a garage door like opens, and then we see the 4 of you like walk in, and the lights like start turning on, and we see all this like tech around and all this
I
stuff.
definitely thought we were about to get attacked by a grab tank, so I'm cool with that.
But yeah, so I think then we like cut as the final notes kind of like fade into the distance to like a time skip forward where you guys are like sitting around the garage like talking about whatever it is that you guys are doing. And so I think Elizabeth, you're probably like saying something like so I got
We
this
gotta
tip.
take them down. We gotta take them down. Now. They're gonna come after us. No.
No. So
No.
that is you. It's not on your radar yet.
Crap.
Don't worry.
Oh, really?
I have
Wow. That's
No,
not
obviously,
good.
obviously, you know that it's like bad, like they're
Right,
they're-
yeah.
But you don't know that they're like gonna send someone after you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And so I think it's probably some other job. It's like probably for InShip. Like you got a tip, and it's just like business as usual sort of a thing, right? It's like
Okay. Okay, so I'm like going through some of the stuff of like, we've got this going on. They're shipping this here and whatnot, and she just kind of trails off at one point, and bear with me because I think it's going to be setting up foreshadowing, but kind of trail off, and I'm just like, you all have children.
I look around.
You have a child, right?
She was sold into slavery.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't know if she's alive.
Yeah, no.
Addie, or Mr. Monroe, you have a kid?
Indeed.
We can't keep doing this for forever.
Yeah, I as much as I love home security's protective, programs, I can't afford to keep sending Rachel to that place every time we go somewhere. I can't just be hoping that she doesn't get shot every day we leave.
Oh my gosh.
You right?
We're gonna have to.
Jerica.
I think we're gonna have to do
Jerica.
something drastic.
I can hear you
Oh.
freaking out about the soap opera.
It's not a soap opera. She's gonna marry the man
What? That was
That
what?
sounds like a soap opera.
You're the man that was what?
Soap opera.
It's not a soap opera. It's an action-packed romance show.
That sounds like a soap opera.
There's fighting in it. There's sword fighting.
I mean, lots of people die in soap operas. Anyways, sorry. Moving on.
I think we're gonna have to go all in pretty soon. And just end this.
I mean, about time, and I kind of have to keep doing this till I find my daughter. So, yeah.
But what is this accomplishing? I mean,
you guys are
we
making
can't
money.
just keep. Well, yeah. But that's not why we're doing any of this. Like none of us are
No,
in it for
I would
the money.
assume, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's our plan? I mean, short of destroying whatever they're called, Genetisoft, what are we gonna do? How do we get them off our back without, destroying a small country?
Could destroy us. We could
Effectively.
destroy a small country.
And I think as this conversation is going on, we're getting a few shots of like the outside of whatever like storage facility you guys are hanging in,
Yeah.
and we see some like we just get a shot of some like military combat boots like kind of like walking across this like rainy atmosphere like in file, and like we see like obviously there's like some sort of like ambush being set up around
great.
the
Great.
storage
Awesome.
facility.
Takes a bite of a sandwich.
So what's the play? And she looks over at Monroe because Monroe is the soldier. Soldiers make plans.
I don't know how to make plans.
It's fine. Your character has moves for that, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah. Should probably.
I don't think you get to roll until like the mission
Yeah.
starts, though. But you could just make something up, and it'll basically be the right answer.
I do have a move called "Here's the Plan."
Yep,
Mhm.
it's a good move.
I mean, I think this is like extremely paraphrased, but he'd say something along the lines of like, "You have to hit them where they're weak, so that we can get in at all." I don't know exactly what that would be, but
I mean, Genetisoft is built on their, bio, what's the word? Like material. Their, biomass storage and that technology. I suppose we could just try and remove their stockpile. I mean, it would at least give them something else to worry about besides us.
We need to destroy their data more than anything.
We see in the corner behind Elizabeth like the security camera screen like flicker slightly.
Right.
Well, but Genetisoft is filled with brilliant scientists. I don't know if destroying the data will work. I mean, half of them probably have databases in their skull. You'd have to hunt them all down. And I mean, honestly, most of them, they can't all be worth murdering. Some of them have to be decent people, right?
We need an EMP.
I mean, I feel like that would kill us and a lot of the other people. I mean, you do see all the...
I mean,
Well-
not to mention off-site storage. They'd have to be pretty stupid not to have that.
Whatever we do, it has to give them something to worry about that is more important than us. And I mean, even then, that just buys us time to, I don't know, move to New Europe or something. I don't know. This isn't Earth. Never mind.
New Kazern.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
Probably
standard
the-
cyberpunk. My bad.
I mean, New Kazern would definitely have been the thing you said
Basically
there.
the same. Yeah.
pretty this
It's
time.
equivalent to New Europe.
Yeah. Sure, totally.
I need you guys to understand that I'm in this to bring them down.
Monroe nods to that.
I'm not going to run. No matter what happens or what we do here, I'm not running.
Elizabeth, as you like kind of turn maybe to like get another bite of your sandwich, like on a plate behind you, you see what you could have sworn to be the same piece of trash that you saw on the security camera, like blowing by once more.
Someone changed the
Exact same
matrix.
plastic
We're
bag.
screwed.
Everybody get down.
And I mean, obviously, that's when things explode.
Oh,
So,
Can we make an assess roll before we all die?
yes. So I think Elizabeth can make an assess roll
Okay,
here to actually like know what's going on.
That's good because I'm bad at assessing. So
Can we
Yeah.
help rolls in this game?
Yeah, same thing. You can roll links to help. I think Monroe, yeah, you would definitely be one of
Yeah.
the people, I think, more
I
than
have
anyone.
2 eds.
Yeah, exactly. And Elizabeth did too, so that's why
Yeah.
said
I have
Elizabeth,
too cool.
too
but
cool,
I
sorry.
thought I had an ability that let me do that, but I'm not seeing it anymore.
But we do have 2 for Link, so.
Or yeah, sorry, it would be Monroe then, who actually saw this.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I
Makes
got
sense.
cool and
She's
edge
the
mixed
show.
So
around.
she would be helping me.
Exactly. Yes. So
When I
so-
attempt to subvert security measures, I roll cool instead of.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's back up real quick. So you didn't say that, Elizabeth. Monroe, you're the one who notices the
Yeah,
the
and
same piece of
I'm
trash
the
because
one
you've
that would
actually been
say,
looking in the
"Get
same
down."
direction,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to roll assess, then you can. I don't think Elizabeth can help you in this situation though.
Okay. Let's go.
Wow, I forgot that it doesn't actually add them up for you.
Oh.
So you got an 8.
Okay.
Oh, that's
which-
weird.
I know, I forgot it didn't do that.
Wow.
So let's see, assess.
I guess that's because
handouts.
sometimes it matters what you roll, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. In the handouts, there's all the like basic moves, extra moves, cyberware, and tags that you can always look at. So you gain 3 hold, or sorry, you gain 1 hold. In the ensuing action, you may spend 1 hold at any time to ask me a question from the list below. Take +1 forward when acting on the answers. So if you want to like ask the question now, you can certainly do so.
Is there a place for me to keep track of hold?
Probably just a note, or in the chat.
So how many hold do I have?
1. So it
Okay.
doesn't matter for right now, because it's
Okay.
literally just you can spend 1 hold to ask a question. If you wanted to ask the question now, you can do so, or you can wait, see what happens, and then ask the question.
There's
when
a
you see
spot
it.
for intel and gear. You could probably just make one of those 1 hold for, and then type out Y under your cred in your character sheet.
Yeah.
I don't see a better place for it. There's a notes
you-
at the bottom. I
either
guess
that or notes,
they're
yeah.
out of the way, kind of.
I'll just wait to ask a question. I won't ask.
Okay. Yeah. So you've been studying the situation, and yeah, Monroe, you see the same trash bag like fly over in the like stormy night, and you just say like, "Get down."
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, everybody roll cool to act under pressure. If you that's what you're doing. If everybody like hits the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I got a 7.
Woo!
Oh wow, Monroe
Dang.
failed so badly
Oh,
on that.
God.
Oh no. But on the upside, Elizabeth did super great. Oh no. Oh wait, no. Bunsey just succeeded. All right, good.
So
And I just succeeded as well.
Rolls cool. Elizabeth Thorne rolls.
so literally, I think what happens is the garage door blows open, and like pieces of just like burning metal just pour
Yikes.
into the garage area and just like go flying everywhere. So Monroe, I think you take a piece of shrapnel.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, Raise, this happens.
Where? Where do I take the shrapnel?
Depends on how.
Hopefully
Oh,
not
wow.
a perfectly chiseled bod.
So there's a roll called the harm move. So I think you took.
I mean, I think like 2 is like a handgun, so
Yeah, I would say 2.
it would be probably no more than that. Yeah.
So you take 2 harm. So, but when you suffer harm, lower the harm suffered by the level of your armor. Do you have armor, Monroe?
Yeah, I think I have +1.
Oh yeah, you do. You have the armored vest. Okay, so it's 1, and then fill in a number of segments on your harm clock equal to the remaining harm. So on your character sheet there should be a harm clock.
Okay, so I just fill in 1.
Yeah.
Like the
You
next
fill
one.
in 2. The 12 o'clock one isn't actually one of the clocks, I don't think. One of the segments. Is it?
Oh,
it's not on the
it's
thing
not,
below it.
because it can't be unfilled.
So you'd be at
yeah, you just-
1800. Yeah. 12 o'clock is actually noon is
no.
empty,
It would be at
right?
15.
Is
No,
it?
because she took
'Cause
1
I
harm,
just
which
did 1.
advances it 1 further. Yeah.
Oh, she
12
took
means
1
no
harm?
harm.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
because I
was
have
thinking-
plus
because of the
one
armor.
Yeah,
Yes.
my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. And then you're gonna roll plus your harm suffered. So just roll 2d6 +1.
Okay.
And Jared, if you were making this roll, you'd actually roll at -1 because you have your subdermal armor.
5.
Which roll?
Okay.
Yeah. The harm roll.
Harm roll.
And actually, you wouldn't be rolling. You'd be rolling -2 because you also have armor, I think.
Awesome. That's not good.
Wait,
Um.
Are minus?
No,
is it
it's good.
Is it
It's
minus
that is good
bad?
actually.
You wanna
Nothing
roll
else
low.
bad happens. Yeah.
Oh.
Which they did.
You
No,
want
I
to
was
roll
just
on this.
saying that if you were making this roll, it's how you're.
So
your
the
thing
only bad thing that happens to you, Monroe, is you get some shrapnel in your torso.
Okay.
You
It
don't lose a
doesn't
limb.
feel good, but it doesn't hinder you in any way mechanically.
Cool.
So this happens. So Molly and Valencia, you got a 7 on this.
Yeah.
And so you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Do you guys have any ideas of like a success with complication that could happen here?
We succeed, but our allies take damage.
No.
Oh, real quick, can I offer a reason as to why I'm the only person that took damage?
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're probably
Um,
helping us, right?
I mean, yeah, he would be the
Like, going
last
first.
person to go down because he
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that everyone else was down first.
That was my thought
Okay,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, mark experience, I guess.
Oh,
Or wait a second, is that just when you persuade people of your what's the directive exactly?
It's when it
for-
gets in the way of the
What?
mission, I think, like pretty much everything.
Yeah, so you don't get experience for failing,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you get experience for going on your directive. I know you have a directive about like protecting
Right.
women and children.
right.
Yeah, I think it's like when
Oh, you-
When
pursuing
it, when
your-
when that gets in the way of the mission.
yeah.
So
Okay,
me taking harm doesn't really.
it doesn't get away in the of the
Yeah.
mission. Yeah, so you're good.
I mean, dying kind of.
No, but it doesn't get in the way of the mission. Like this is part of the mission right now is
Yeah.
survive. So
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't
so,
dying the
any
definition of
survive
getting in the way?
is the crew survives.
Anything I
just
do that could the goal is to survive. So anything I do that makes others less any of us less likely to survive, I get experience. is what
No.
I'm saying.
No, that's not.
So the goal was to get to cover, right, and then not take damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could just be. I don't know what's coming, but we could be like pinned down or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if they have guns or whatever's happening,
Yeah.
or like maybe the cover is temporary. Like we get behind something that won't last very long under fire,
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
because we actually don't know what's happening. So we were just trying to get out of the way of an explosion or something. We didn't even know what it was actually.
Did you guys have your like weapons in your hands? I wouldn't assume you would have.
I mean,
like,
my
in your
weapons
hands,
are
but-
literally in my hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are your hands. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would have had my weapons like on me, but not because we're doing a job, but not like.
Okay.
I mean, I also have a gun in my hand, but my rifle's probably like on my shoulder or something.
Yeah, I think
It's
let's
my
say
umbrella.
yeah, let's say Valencia, you get behind cover, but it's not gonna be like you got you didn't get hit by the initial blast, but like you're gonna be exposed to whatever else is gonna come through the door. Molly, I think you drop your umbrella rifle.
My
as
umbrella's
you
actually my
dive.
sword.
Oh,
My
didn't you
character
just
with it.
describe your assault rifle as the umbrella?
No, the assault rifle's a big screw-off gun because it's the only thing that isn't like.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you drop your umbrella sword as
Okay.
you like dive away.
umbrella sword.
Yeah, so we just see. I think we see this umbrella like clatter to the ground. And it's very obvious that it's like a sword.
Yeah, hold on. Let me broadcast the picture.
Perfect. Umbrella
Wow.
machete.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's actually a machete, but that's the best thing I could find. So
That's great.
So that happens. Elizabeth, you're fine. You dive behind cover and you're all good.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, a bunch of soldiers rush in, and we see that they have like the corp logo of Genetisoft on their lapels or whatever, and they just basically start firing. So
great.
what do you guys do like as they're like coming in and starting to do this? Valencia, you're gonna have you're exposed to this, but the rest of you can like do a thing as they're like firing. Like what would be your initial
I
like
think
response?
Molly's just like, oh, here we go, and she just sort of sticks her gun out around the corner of her cover and like peeks slightly just so that enough for her neural interface to like acquire, but she's basically like cowering underneath the cover with her rifle, and then just pulls the trigger and let it do the work because she has a targeting interface. And yeah, she's just gonna try and unload on them while being like as not exposed as physically possible.
Sure, yeah.
Which probably
sounds
looks
like
kind of silly.
Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up.
When you use violence against an armed force to seize control of an objective, state that objective and roll meat. Secure the garage.
Now, because I am firing a linked weapon and I have a neural interface with the targeting suite, I get to roll synth instead of meat. So I will do that. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
I got
dude.
2 ones. I got
Wow.
snake eyes.
That's not good.
Yep, that's real bad.
Okay. So. Let's see. What GM move do I want to do?
Your gun blows up in your hand.
I mean, I could like.
Oh, don't, Caleb. I was joking.
Yeah, I think your gun jams. Like
Okay.
something just goes wrong with it, and it just like stops.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like,
So you'll have to take a moment to fix it.
oh
or something.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens. So Elizabeth or Monroe is something you're doing as they like come in.
I mean, where am I in reference to everything else that's happening? Because I mean, I took some shrapnel to my torso. Like,
All right.
what-
Here's the garage.
Like, am I like? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the garage.
It's a big garage. It's like most of the planet.
Most of the planet. Yeah. There's the garage, and then we have the soldiers coming in from right here. You guys. So I think Valencia's like right here. Or sorry, you guys all had different colors. I'll use your guys' specific colors that you said. So I guess the bad guys. No, I didn't mean to make another square or a rectangle. Stop. Okay, so they're right there. They're at the entrance.
Chose black over a black background.
It's like a gray background. It's fine.
I don't know what other color to use.
Caleb, you have an
White.
entire spectrum.
They're
to
pink.
choose from.
What was wrong with red?
No, because you're
Red is my
rose
color.
red. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
but I'm neon purple, so dude, just use red. It's fine.
Use green. Holy crap, Caleb. There's a spectrum of colors to use.
There we go.
But green
That's
are the good
them.
guys. I don't understand. It's fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Good. That's not
Monroe, I think you're here.
Okay.
And we have Molly is here. Elizabeth is here. And Valencia is like right there. What are you doing? So that's kind of like the situation, and then there's like
Okay.
stuff that you could hide behind, like there, and you're like there.
I don't get any. I see. Okay.
Bad maps with Caleb.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take out a fragmentation grenade and throw it at the doorway when
Sure.
they're coming through.
Nice.
Okay. I mean that's the same thing. So roll with meat, roll plus meat to achieve your objective. What is your objective exactly? What do you want to accomplish with this grenade?
I mean, to take out as many of these people in order to protect my crew.
Okay, sure. Good.
Nice.
It's not
Okay,
as
7.
bad as before.
So you achieve your objective. That's the only thing that
Cool.
happens.
Yay! So I take out a bunch of them.
No, sorry. You achieve your objective, and then you choose two. Choose 2 from this. Go to the basic moves.
Okay.
There's a couple of things that will go wrong. You choose 2. From the Soda 9 list there.
Oh gosh. Okay. I mean, I think it's gonna be make too much noise and something of value breaks.
Okay. So you advance the relevant mission clock. Okay. So action phase advances 1 section. And something of value breaks.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, you threw a grenade right where the umbrella sword was, so I guess it just gets like torn to shreds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
David, that's what you get for
I'm
not having
sorry.
stuff inside your body.
I do
Yeah, so-
have a gun in my body. Calm down.
Yeah. So Monroe, you just your gun jammed. So,
I have another gun. I have two
what
other
is it
guns,
with the Elysian Road setting and David losing valuable things?
right?
And it's always because of my character.
It's true. Hey.
Very true. So Monroe, you just pop the pin off and just
Yeah.
huck it over there. Okay, yeah. And so soldiers go flying against the wall. There's a brief moment of respite, but unfortunately Valencia, where before you were gonna get shot by these soldiers. Unfortunately, you're just too close to this whole situation, so your complication from before happens, and you get hit with some shrapnel as well.
Oh no, 2 damage.
You're exposed. Yes,
Which
so
means
you get-
0 damage for
Which
you.
means
0.
I gained
but
2
you still have to
health.
roll the harm move.
You gain health, yeah.
Yeah, you still have to roll the harm move.
What?
Roll a 2d6
-2.
-2. It's still technically possible that you could have something really bad happen to you.
It's true. You can still lose one, but you don't.
Nope, you're good.
Nice.
So I got
So it's a
1.
3.
I thought it was -4.
It's -2.
No, it's
Your
-2.
so your armor decreases the harm to 0,
Oh,
This
and then
is a
your
different thing.
subdermal thing decreases the roll by 2,
okay.
and so that decreases your roll to a 3. But a 5 and a 3 is the same.
Yeah, so you definitely got exposed by this grenade, but your dermoplating took all of it. So we see
Yeah.
shrapnel bounce off your
There's basically
dermoplating.
probably some visual scarring, and that's it.
And I mean,
Just-
shrapnel's basically flechette anyway, so.
Sure. No. Cool. So that happens, and there's a brief moment of respite then, as
Can I unjam
the
my
initial.
gun during this moment of
Yeah,
rest?
you can attempt to. Yeah.
I have to attempt to. You know, nothing's happening.
Yes.
Okay. What do I roll for that?
It's probably just act under pressure. Just roll cool.
Okay. So it's like, come on, cranking
Exactly.
on the
Yeah.
bolt. Okay. I got it. Got an 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think you accidentally and it's because you still got an 8.
Yeah.
Basically, you fix it for now, but there's still an ongoing problem that apparently is going on with your gun that will need to
Okay.
come back later. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have bought this new ammo. It sucks.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, there's
Such
a
good
brief
snap.
moment of silence, right? As the initial soldiers aren't there anymore. you have like a few seconds before something else is gonna happen. What do you guys do? I mean, Elizabeth, do you do anything? You're the only person who hasn't done anything.
Is there not a turn order?
Deploy your mailbox gun drone. No, there's not. But there's a being nice to each other. Yeah, letting each other
Weird.
play.
It's just based on the fiction.
Yeah, I mean it's like
Okay.
literally every except maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I have grenades, so
Yeah, help me out.
Well, the soldiers are gone for now, aren't they?
Well,
For a
the
second.
soldiers
Not all
that
of
would
them.
just came in the door right then.
Right. Yeah. So
I do gas grenades and knock them out.
You want to like do gas grenades?
What do
like,
these guys look like?
outside the guys? Like
like in riot armor or
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So
Okay, then
gas
not
grenades.
gas grenades.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna chuck a fragmentation grenade.
Just like
Nice.
outside the door.
Yeah.
What? There's
Okay.
probably people in the street.
What's your objective with that, Elizabeth?
To
Kill as many civilians as possible.
kill as many soldiers as.
Hey.
Hey.
Roll high enough not to destroy David's stuff.
Yeah, jerks.
Okay, so I do have an escape vehicle. I have a big truck.
What? You have a
Mhm.
truck? That's amazing.
Nice.
It is plus workhouse and plus loud.
Nice. What are the downsides?
Loud.
That's a good.
What are the downsides to this loud vehicle? Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna throw a grenade. That's fine?
So you want to just kill people that are outside?
You understand
No.
that even if you get a 7 to 9, you're probably gonna kill civilians.
What,
Because
they wouldn't clear
How
the
many
road
actual
before
civilians
exploding a
are-
building?
There.
I mean, the cyberpunk city like planet. There's probably people everywhere.
I don't think there's someone
Are we in
directly
like
outside.
like a storage area though?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like a storage facility, like a
I
larger
guess.
complex.
No one else stores things. Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna complain.
I just think it's unlikely, especially if they were like doing an ambush, that there would be people just like milling around on the
Right,
street.
they might have cleared
outside.
people out. Yeah.
Exactly.
What do I roll for throwing a grenade?
Meat.
Crap.
Mix it up.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice. Better. Than me.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah, that's the
11.
best you could have gotten.
Yep.
Cool.
Dang.
Guess it doesn't
So-
matter if there's people out there.
You achieve your
Yeah,
objective,
buddy.
and nothing bad happens. So
Yay.
we hear a cry happen, right? Like as more soldiers obviously get hit by this thing, and then you guys have more of like an advanced kind of like respite. So what's the plan to like escape or something, right? Like
Do we see people outside in front of the building?
yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I grabbed that table in the back right. And
Okay.
I'm gonna bring back a classic from Hampthony.
Oh, you're gonna launch the table forward?
I'm basically
No, you're gonna surf on the table.
table surf. Let's do it. Except more of a battering ram. Since
That
it's
is
not,
a
like,
throw. That is a throwback.
Downstairs.
Shield surfing. Was it a table that we did that with?
It
last
was
time?
a door.
Oh right, door surfing on a bunch
Yeah.
of what
He's
are they
killers.
called? Yeah, he's killers. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Good
right.
times, good
Wow. That was a long
That
time
is a
ago.
throwback.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, you're just gonna like battering ram
Yeah.
all the soldiers. Okay.
Can
So
I
you just
assist
rush
her
out
with
with
this?
this table.
I
How
sprint out with the
so?
table.
I want to cover fire with my purse.
I mean,
Would you
can I
describe
just
that for
assist
us?
with like muscles?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
should take another table.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we see from my perspective him running or her running towards the door, and like a bunch of like lock-on things show up from my, because I have if a weapon is, because of my targeting suite, I can define the area of automatic fire so that I don't hit friendlies in the spray of automatic fire.
Nice.
And so literally it calculates trajectory in order to miss him, or I mean miss her, but still hit the opponents or like at least suppress them. And so yeah, she just basically puts like she opens her purse, pulls out a little mirror, sticks it up above her cover so that she can see, and then just puts her purse over the table over her head and just pulls like a little latch on the purse, and it just starts spraying bullets towards Valencia, but none of them
Nice.
hit her.
Cool.
And also because it doesn't have any kind of like stealth thing, there's a really obvious barrel that comes out of it. And
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So,
All right, so I'll roll
you
my
guys can both
links
roll,
first.
links
Yeah.
to help.
All right. Nice. I got a 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
It
they
still
take
only gives you a +1.
they
but
take +1 forward. Yeah.
yeah.
Am I rolling too?
Yep.
Okay.
Links.
And this is with Valencia, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy in a green hat jumps out and starts swinging his sword around.
Oh, so good.
Oh
Now
my
my roll is
gosh.
gonna- now my roll is gonna suck.
A 14 and a 12.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you got
We
you have a
should've shot
+2 to
them.
this roll, Valencia. So
Holy cow.
this is mix it up. You're trying to achieve that objective. Except you're rolling with synth. Yeah.
You got a 9 still.
Um,
That's good.
Wow. Yeah. That's man.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got a
9. Yeah.
Okay, so 9. You still have to choose 2 of the problems,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We actually didn't help him.
So
Sorry.
go to the basic moves and then mix it up. You could choose 2 of those 4 options.
Make too much
So
noise.
you do achieve your objective, which was like what exactly?
Beat the crap out of some dudes with a table.
Okay. Yep, fair. Simple objective.
It's simple.
And let's see if something else of David's can break.
Well,
God.
yeah. I mean, technically we rolled aid, but we got high enough that we're not implicated in the success or failure. But I guess technically it doesn't really
I mean,
matter.
yeah, I'll take harm as established by the fiction.
Okay, you take
I mean,
harm,
You can still
and
take
then
the
you choose
harm.
one more.
Oh, I have to choose 3?
2.
Oh, you did you do something at value breaks? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I did make too much noise,
Oh.
and
Oh, okay.
yeah, I take harm.
The
Okay.
nice thing about this mission is that making too much noise doesn't matter at all because
Yeah.
we can't get our
We
clock
already
any
made a
higher.
lot of noise.
Yeah. Like usually I would increase clocks, but
Well, no, it's increasing action phase, which means something even more horrible will happen if that
Great.
reaches.
wait, don't we have to
midnight.
do a legwork phase first? Or
We're just skipping that phase.
Oh,
Straight to the
okay.
action.
all right.
Oh no, actually, no. What it would probably be, actually, David, now that I'm thinking about it, is you would be increasing another corpse.
We are
Yeah, I
definitely
suppose
someone else is gonna
increasing
hear
the
about
corpses.
whoever owns this area probably wouldn't be a fan of this destruction and stuff.
Probably Homesec.
Oh, that's not good.
They have like some storage facilities. Yeah, so they're not.
Wait, why
Pretty-
is
they're not
Homesick hate
fans
us
of this.
now?
Because we're
They
blowing
don't.
up
They don't
their
hate us.
stuff.
They don't hate you. They just
They're just not happy.
Or
I
looking.
mean, we didn't blow up their stuff. They did.
Okay, so you take harm. So you take 3 harm, I think.
Oh no.
Dang.
Take
So
one.
-2 because armor.
Is it Flechette?
No. This is just like rifle fire as they're like, and you like come out with the table and just smash into them, and then just like throw the
So
table. at
Where do I
someone.
take experience?
It's
Right.
next to your playbook on the top, very top.
Oh, okay.
Can you get
And
your
then you're
directives
going
more than
to-
once in a session? For some reason, I
think
feel
so.
like. Oh no, I think that was Uncharted Worlds. All right, never mind.
Yeah, Uncharted World is like that, and that's everybody gets an XP.
Right,
Yeah.
but you can only get it once. Yeah. All right.
Yep. So now you're gonna roll the harm move. So roll 2d6 +1, or sorry, -1, because you have your
Subdermal
thing.
plating.
yeah.
Nice. You keep
So-
rolling so well on
Three.
that.
Nice. Yep. So no lasting damage. But you do advance your harm clock by 1. On your character sheet.
How do I do that?
You click the little 1500 box
Oh, okay.
right underneath the harm.
There you go.
What happens when it gets to 0?
You die.
Really?
I think so. For sure.
That's not
Yes.
a lot of damage you can take.
No, it's
Mhm.
not.
What's the point of? Wait, what's the point of doing a bunch of damage then? If 1 sends me down to 15.
What do you mean? Why do you have such high damage guns?
Yeah, like what's the point of doing high damage things if
Technically, well, because one, you can get past armor by just sheer numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also because every time you hit something, it'll die, including probably vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know exactly how that works, but you do so much damage.
Yeah.
So
it
if I
depends on-
take 5 damage instead of 1, it still just goes down 1 harm clock.
No, it goes up by the amount of damage you took. But because you took 3, but you have 2 armor, so you only took 1, so it went up
you
1 second.
actually only took 1.
Yeah,
But
so
then
if you had
roll,
had
get a
no
-2.
armor, you'd be at 2100 and like messed up super bad.
Oh.
You die really easy in this game.
Okay, well.
Okay,
That's
so
why
that
it's
happens.
bad when you make a small country mad at you.
Yeah, so you throw this table like at a bunch of people and like, and then they're just on the ground like just completely beaten up. And yeah, I mean it's obvious that there's still like soldiers in the area. Like I think you hear some like distant muttering or shouting or like something. But like you've hit all the people, taken all the people out in this like.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Look up from around my table.
Do any of them run away?
No.
Darn.
You've just knocked them all unconscious
Well,
and or killed
mean-
some of them.
may as well just finish the job.
Yeah, you just want to kill them.
Yikes.
Okay, well, we'll take a couple to interrogate, of course.
I mean, there's not really talk of it. Like there are still soldiers in this area. They're just gonna be like, all right, second team, go, sort of a thing, right? Like
Okay.
I
Elizabeth,
think you
where
hear-
did you park your
you
truck?
hear some sort of large vehicle like powering up.
So tempted to go run and punch it.
Elizabeth, where did you park your truck? I think we need to leave.
Connor.
Out back. Where else do you park your truck?
Out front.
In front of the door? Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna head towards the exit.
I'm gonna
But
quickly
I'm not
grab
gonna
like
go out
4
first.
unconscious guys.
What?
Why?
Because meat shields. Come on, man.
Alright.
There's a skill called meat. Come on,
I mean, I don't think you can carry 4 guys.
dude. I have robot arms.
Okay, make a cool roll. You're acting under fire to see if you can like carry these guys through the exit and into the truck without like anything bad happening.
Nice.
Okay, so you got an 8. Let's see. So, all right, yep, you get all of them in there.
Nice.
Why are we bringing the... What's happening?
Yeah, so Valencia, we just see like you got like Elizabeth gets in the like the front seat, Molly gets in like the passenger seat, right? And then we see like Valencia come over, and then one of the doors opens, and Elizabeth and Molly like look back behind you, and you see like one guy just be thrown into the back seat, and then another guy, and then another guy, and then one more.
I'm looking sadly at my umbrella as I hold the pieces.
Yeah, and then Valencia like climbs in, and followed by Monroe.
So are we gonna go, or are we just gonna sit here? And...
Let's go, Elizabeth. What are we waiting for? Step on it.
What do you mean?
Drive.
Like I drive away? Okay, all right. I was.
Sorry,
No.
I thought there was gonna be more of a conversation there, so that's why I didn't. say it.
Oh, about the bodies, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did ask what we were doing, but
Right,
I
that's
don't
what I
know
was
if Valencia
waiting
is-
for a response.
meat shield.
That seems okay.
Why are we taking them with us?
Interrogation.
Okay.
I mean, so that doesn't. There's 4 of them. Like,
Yeah.
Well, if you break one, there's always 3 more.
You know, I'm thinking
Elizabeth
this is
just turns on the truck. Yeah.
I have wild eyes, guys. Come on.
Okay.
expected by
So
this.
what happens is Elizabeth, you start like pulling away. What does your truck look like?
I mean, it's a big like giant wheel, like
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
like 18 cylinder, and like 3 different mufflers.
Did you say
on the back.
18 cylinders?
This is sci-fi.
So basically,
Fine.
it's like a truck from Mad Max. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Like big old monster.
it's so ridiculous. It's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so it starts to like pull away, and we see you like start to like pull down a ramp. And like the truck is like bouncing like this, right? Because it's like has like these multiple wheels that are just like
Yes.
digging into the concrete. And then we see like as the camera like follows the truck from behind, we see a giant hovercraft like fly after you, and like a spotlight like going down on the truck and like following.
Guys.
I mean, can I just try to like lean out the window and shoot it?
Yeah, I mean it's a hovercraft, so you can't like just random like bullets.
Can I
ping
shoot
against
it?
Fair.
My weapon is loud,
so
breach,
what I'm saying
dangerous.
is, yeah, what I'm saying is there could be like I just need more details on like what you're trying to hit.
Oh.
Like what's the
Gotcha. I just meant
like
that my rifle
pointing
could
and
pretty
she's like,
much do
I'm gonna
anything.
shoot down the hovercraft. It's probably not gonna like.
Right. Unless your gun has breach and dangerous.
So does breach?
Breach totally
Mm.
ignores armor.
Armor. I mean, I don't think armor. I don't think that's the same as like vehicle armor.
No, but I mean, there's also like I think there's AP and then there's breach. I feel like it's a different thing. I'll check
Let me look at the tag. Yeah, there's a handout here with tags.
because it's called ridiculous payload. Basically, the bullets explode.
Oh,
my
yeah,
language.
these weapons make big holes in hard targets like walls and tanks.
Yeah,
Dang.
buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could just try to like shoot down the
Great.
hovercraft. So
Okay.
would you like to describe this huge gun to us?
Yeah, I think
So this
this
is the
is
only
the
gun
picture
that's
I had,
not
but I
just-
feel like
just,
it's insufficient.
Nice.
I might find a bigger one. Hold on.
Is this not? So this is the only gun that doesn't have
It looks just like a giant
that
gun.
looks just
Yeah.
like a giant gun. Yeah.
But I feel like it needs to be bigger than that.
I mean, we can just imagine that, except much bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, so she just
painful freaking death.
Wow.
Absolute worst.
that's too bad.
The
Wow.
literal absolute worst.
Don't talk about Connor like that. Jeez.
It's not
No.
Connor, it's Roger.
Good, nice. Okay.
Frankly, I'm offended.
Yeah, so she just leans out the window and she's like, you might want to plug your ears. And then she just like, well, actually it's not an automatic rifle. So yeah, she just starts plugging away at it. And like the recoil's probably like almost knocking her over. She has -1 meat. That's her lowest thing. So she's not like tough.
Can I hold him
She's just
steady?
like, yeah.
you're
Can I
gonna try to
assist him
hold
by
him steady?
holding him
Yeah.
steady?
Roll,
But I
roll
mean,
help. Yeah.
Also,
Length.
I have a targeting thing, so I don't actually have to be good at shooting.
Oh.
But I know you can
Wow.
totally help me though. It's fine.
I think that makes sense.
I'm just
I mean,
explaining why I still hit.
making sure like she doesn't actually like, fall out of the
Yeah,
vehicle
yeah,
as
that's
she's
probably a
trying
good
to do
idea.
this.
She's not strong.
What would I
Yeah, go
roll?
and roll links, Valencia, with Molly.
Oh, Link. Okay. Is it just
Not,
Link?
not Zelda, just roll link.
Okay.
You know that was funny, Carly.
It's good. Nice.
Well, 10. There you go.
Thank you.
10. That's a 9. But
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
so that means
Who's
you're implicated in
Fred?
the results of the other character's move and may expose yourself to danger after you shoot.
Yeah, I get a 13.
Wow.
It takes 7 harm. with no
Wow.
armor.
Yeah. Okay. So
You fire once and it just hits the driver in the face.
Well, no, I think I fire a bunch of times, like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like blowing off the like outer bits, and then you grab me and hold me down, and then I shoot
like the
the guy in the
pilot
head.
and some of the soldiers that are like inside, and they're just like, yeah, like we got these guys, and then suddenly like an engine just like falls off, and they're just like a rotor, and just like what,
boy.
and then right through the like windshield, and then just like
I think
it starts to spin.
we see like we're driving in the car, and from my point of view, it like locks onto the vehicle, and I shoot, and I rock back, and I hear like recalculating, and then it zooms in, and I rock back, recalculating, and she
Nice.
grabs me, and I like shoot the driver, and yeah, just the whole thing explodes.
Yeah, and so it starts spinning, and crashes behind you in a giant fireball.
Oh, great.
Yep. And
I think she
mean,
like squeals and ducks back into the car.
So as you're doing that, like right before you do that,
Do that much. You don't have to hate me so much.
yeah, Molly, suddenly you I think actually it's Valencia. Valencia, you feel like a cold now who would this be? Yeah. I'm trying so where are you guys positioned in the car? In the truck?
There's a truck. Come on, kid.
Yeah, I mean, how
I'm
much?
probably at one of the windows in the back seat.
How much
Okay.
of this truck is bed, and how much is it cab? Like,
Good question.
is any of it bed, or is it just like a big Humvee looking thing?
I think it's like a big Humvee looking thing,
Okay.
right, Connor?
Yes, I didn't realize you were talking about me.
Your name
Like
was not a
you.
good enough indication.
Your truck is probably like a
yeah.
big like Humvee rather than like an actual like flat like.
Like, it doesn't have, like, a
truck with
bed, right?
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, it's a question. Does it?
It's it's a question. Just
I mean,
trying to
I think
figure
it'd
out
be
where everyone's
cool
at.
if there was a back.
Okay.
Then one of you could be sitting in the back with a rocket launcher, you know? and
Yeah,
just-
I mean, I'm probably in the back.
With a rocket
Okay.
launcher?
I mean, I don't have a rocket
Yes.
launcher, so no. But
I had you a grenade with like a potato gun.
I think I'm
Okay.
probably
Yeah,
sitting in
okay.
like the center seat, and I was like standing out of a sunroof or something,
okay. Yeah, sure.
like an armored sunroof.
So yeah, it would be Valencia then. Valencia, you're like in the back seat too, right?
Mhm.
Holding
Yeah.
dinner. Valencia, you feel the cold press of like a metal barrel of some sort pressed against your forehead.
Yeah,
and
so that comes.
you have a moment to like. I mean, honestly, you just need to roll to act under fire because you're about to be shot in the head by the one soldier that was not quite unconscious because you only rolled an 8.
Oh no.
So cool.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh,
no.
that's a failure.
Oh,
I mean, you get shot in the head.
Oh
good thing your head
gosh.
is made out of
Basically.
titanium.
I mean, good thing it's only 2 damage since it's a handgun.
I mean, a point blank at your face. That's like that's more than like 3 harm. So I think you take 5 harm.
What?
5 harm for a handgun?
Yeah, 5
I
harm.
mean, I
5
think-
harm against your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
that's
think
how that
5 harm
works.
is like laying on a grenade or something. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Because
but
I mean, like,
being shot in the head's pretty bad.
being
I
shot in the
guess.
head from 10 feet away isn't much different than being shot in the head from like.
It's fair.
No, right, but there's no chance it's gonna hit anywhere else. That's what I'm saying, right? So that's why you're taking 5
Right.
harm. Obviously, you still have armor and that stuff,
Mhm.
but
God.
so you take 5. So I take 3, right, because of your armor.
I mean, I guess
then-
if you think about it as he's basically executing you, but because you have armor, you're not
Yes,
dying.
exactly.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't fire my mini rocket launcher rifle in the car. Though, so
Yeah, don't fire it in the car. So you take 3. Where does that put you?
I still have no idea how this health system works.
Mark it up 3 sections. So
Like,
1.
3 whole
so click-
sections.
so you should
So
be
you're
at
here.
2200.
You're here. 2200.
Oh, I'm about to die.
Yeah, it's bad.
Good thing I can heal y'all.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you
Me
can?
too.
That's
I can
thank
help with
goodness.
that.
Oh, that's. I was just thinking we're screwed. We have no one who can heal, but I'm glad that our team is
I
smart.
have like a
so-
specific piece of gear.
Oh, good.
At 2200, you need the attention of a trained medical professional.
Hey, we have 2 of those.
No, we're
I
not
have
trained
trauma
medical.
derms.
I mean, they could stabilize you for now,
Yeah.
sort of a thing, but you would need to actually get to a place. So
Gotcha.
what we see, right, is we see this guy just like handgun right against your temple, and then Valencia, like, what's the thing you do in that one moment before you realize you're about to be shot in the head?
I punch him.
You like go to try to like punch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the thing that like maybe saves you more than anything from not like just being shot straight through the
Doesn't
brain,
move, yeah.
right? Like it kind of like it doesn't quite glance off your skull exactly because it still like hurts a lot and does a lot of damage, but like it's just like right in the like kind of like front of the head, and you just like collapse against the like the
Probably get a
ground.
concussion.
I mean, yeah, more than
Is
that.
the guy
he's,
still
like,
alive?
Internal bleeding.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the guy's still like
Okay.
right there.
Does somebody else want
but
to
real
do
quick, we'll have to
sorry.
roll the harm move.
Oh, right, yeah.
So at +1.
I like how you just got 5 damage and you're rolling at +1.
So
Oh, no.
-2 from that.
Oh, that's right. Thank goodness. Oof, that was scary. Could have been a lot worse.
So what is that? What did you get?
He got in the 9, yeah.
A 9?
Wait, no.
Or wait, you were adding 1, right?
Yeah, I added 1 already.
So it's
10, so
Oh.
9, 8.
it's
so
10.
it'd be 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or,
Yeah. Stretch
No,
you for
because
the roll.
it's
Yeah. Right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's 8.
It's thermal armor, yeah.
No, because you already put that in there. I already
No, I
said
didn't put
so.
that in there.
No, so you took 3 harm -2. That's why I said 1.
Oh, yeah, you're
right?
right. You're
So
right.
it is a 10. That is
Yeah.
the roll that you got.
You're right.
so
So
confused.
it's because you roll plus the harm you took. You actually took 5 harm, but your armor took it to 3, so you were rolling at +3, -2.
And so I just told you
plus
to
1.
roll
Okay.
at 1 because you
Yeah,
already had
yeah.
-2. So
Gotcha.
you're gonna choose. So go to the extra moves thing, Valencia,
Extra moves.
and
What is
choose
that?
1 from the 10+ section on the harm move.
I think there are things like you pass out, you lose an arm.
Yeah, it's all
Like-
very, very bad.
Yeah.
I just choose 1?
You choose one of those.
Yeah.
The 10+ options.
Oh, I don't like any of those.
Uh-huh.
That's the idea,
That's the
yeah.
point.
That's the point.
Getting shot in the head is not something you would like to happen.
I don't have any cyberware in my head, do I?
I mean, you're like mostly cyberware, right?
Remember?
I mean, it could hit something like
It could
you
like
have your
weaken
arm
the
grafted,
strength
right?
of your
exactly like
thermal
nerve
armor or
damage.
something. Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah, either one of those.
Is the lose a body part permanent since I'm a robot?
I mean, it's cybernetics are a thing.
You
But
would
you have to
lose
buy
your
them.
physical
Reattach it?
arm. You would lose your physical arm. You would not be able to get it back, but you could get a cybernetic prosthesis.
I mean,
Isn't
you know,
one of the
like,
options, like, get
cybernetic
knocked out?
prosthesis I already have. Yeah, it is.
You should just get knocked out. We're in a car. You'll be
I wanna
okay.
punch stuff.
It's true.
Okay. We can't take the full harm of the attack. That
Then you
was
would just
stupid.
die. Yeah.
You would literally, yeah.
Okay, I guess
Sure.
out of action.
Okay. So yeah, exactly as described. You just collapse.
Wait,
Bleeding from your
incoherent is one of the
head.
choices. I choose incoherent.
You can't. You're out of the action or any of these things. So I
Okay.
get to specify that. I mean, based on the
Gotcha.
fiction, you getting shot in the head usually kind of like
Mhm.
makes you at
Oh,
least at the very
man.
least go unconscious.
Yeah.
Luckily, you have like cybernetic dermal plating and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. So you collapse.
Hey,
Elizabeth.
I get experience.
I mean, you hear a gunshot go off in the back of your truck.
Yeah, that's not good.
Do you do anything in the in the immediate?
Okay, are we being followed right now?
Not right. Well, probably, but not
no.
immediately.
Yeah, not immediately. Like,
Not
there's
that
not
we
a
know.
hovercraft right after you anymore. That
I
it
mean,
just
don't we
exploded in a giant
trade harm?
fireball.
Isn't that how this
No.
works? Oh,
No.
Someone was dying.
Okay.
I was.
Um,
I kind of said that earlier, and I was wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'd probably just kind of like pull into like an alley. You know what I mean?
I feel
Yeah,
like
from, like,
stopping
pull-
is a bad plan. I think moving is our best bet right now. Like, especially because we need to get to a hospital. But
Okay. Well, I mean, I
Well,
look
I-
back to see what's going on.
Yeah, you look
Yeah.
back and you see that there is like, I mean, one of the soldiers got up and was like pointing a gun at Valencia's head and pulled the trigger, and she's like probably dead on the ground. Molly is like falling through the skylight because she was being held up by Valencia. She's like, ugh, like falls back into the seat.
I
And the
know
guy's
what I
right
would
there.
do if you don't have anything to do at this.
Yeah, the question is, Elizabeth, like, do you try to do something about it, or you just keep driving and trust that Molly will take care of it?
Can Monroe see her look back and yell at her to keep driving?
I mean, is there a window between the bed of the truck and the?
Is there?
it's a pretty like
Side?
heavy duty vehicle, right? I mean, it's probably like those things you have in limos that you can like roll down, because otherwise Monroe's basically not in the scene, and that sucks. So
I mean, I was kind of relying on the fact that there's a window that I can
Yeah, and
just open.
that would be the assumption. It's just up to
Yeah.
Connor.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So do you do anything, Elizabeth? Or do you just keep driving?
Which one was Carly's suggestion?
Keep driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doing
I said that Monroe would see you turn around to see what was happening and yell at you to keep driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear
okay.
that part.
Yeah. Got it. That
Okay,
makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah, you just put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do something about the guy, Monroe, or do you want me to try?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna try to like.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
like,
Monroe's
punch
in
him
the
through the
position to
window.
do something immediately.
And I just shot
Yeah.
something, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to like reach through the window and try to knock the guy out.
Okay, so you just want to like punch him through the window.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Roll mix it up, I guess. The objective being the unconsciousness of the soldier.
Okay.
So with meat.
Whoa! They let the dogs loose.
7.
Oh,
Hounds
thank
are on
goodness.
us.
Okay, so you choose 2 on the basic moves on the mix it up section
Okay.
there. So you do achieve it. You do punch him in the face.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna go with make too much noise and something of value breaks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Homesec continues to be aware of the horrible state that you've left their storage facility in.
I was just about to call them.
You've advanced it 3 sections in this one scene.
Guys, killing me.
So, and then what was it? What was the other one you choose?
Something value breaks.
Oh, something to value breaks. Interesting.
Which, to be fair, I have a thing on my character sheet already that I'm not trying to say that this thing should break, but it would kind of
Let's
be
not break the
convenient
only thing that will
story-wise.
kill me. Let's save me. Sorry.
The only thing that will kill you? Yeah.
See, now I'm looking on your character sheet trying to figure out what you mean.
I think she means the
I feel
trumpeter.
like I don't want to tell you, even though I kind of did already tell you.
Oh, you know what I think that happens, and maybe this isn't the thing you're thinking, but I mean, he gets a shot off right as you like punch him, and it hits one of your eyes.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I was thinking of.
Yeah, and suddenly you're like blind in one
Yikes.
eye
Ouch.
Again, woo!
What? Oh.
because cyber eyes.
Because I was originally blind. Woo.
Oh. Oh, cool. That's pretty legit. I thought you meant because your Elysian Road one-shot character was...
Oh no, no,
Oh.
she was deaf.
And this guy's blind. There you go.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. She was deaf. Sorry, my bad.
So what's Dylan's problem?
Wow. Yikes.
Wow.
Her problem is that she keeps breaking my stuff.
Clumsy. She's a teenager.
More like
That's what's
reckless.
wrong with her.
Yeah.
Hormones.
Yeah, you know. Yikes.
Yeah, so that happens, right? You get like
Harsh.
one of your eyes just
Okay.
as like you
Yeah.
punch this guy and he gets knocked unconscious. And then Molly, yeah, you're like sitting there like looking at Valencia, just like
Yeah,
bleeding
like she
out.
kind of screams a little bit. She's like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she grabs Valencia's like, "Valencia, are you okay?" And she's kind of like shaking her,
She's out,
trying to
yeah.
hold her. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No, Valencia, you're unconscious.
I would like to, and I don't know if this is a thing you can only do in the legwork phase, but can I declare contact since we didn't really have a legwork
Sure.
phase?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I would like to declare contact in Homesec that is like it's a doctor and it's Rachel's like pediatrician, but also is
Nice.
other kinds of doctors because it's Homesec and
Mhm.
people being shot is a thing that they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically is my daughter's pediatrician, and I'd like to call him and ask him to like help Valencia in a secure
Yeah.
hospital.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So
Does Molly know of my past involvements with Homesick?
Maybe because we said we did that together, but then I probably don't know that you. I wouldn't necessarily know that you like went back on the contract or thing.
so Molly, did they owe you a favor or do you owe them a favor?
I feel like I probably owe them a favor. Makes more sense, I think.
Mhm.
So this is gonna be like a big ask, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, sounds good.
it's the same role, but
Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, do you just like call the person?
yeah. I think she like as soon as Valencia doesn't answer her, she like pulls out her phone and swipes through her contacts and finds like, I guess maybe it's like it's a woman, so it's like Doctor. Actually, they do last names for doctors anyway, don't they? Yeah. It's like I don't know.
Dr. Vitalo.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
It's a Greek last name.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
Greek planet.
Nice. Yeah, so she just types her number in and then
Yeah, her
calls
name is Evgenia Vitalo.
Okay.
I love whoever wrote question mark profit. In the mission
That was me.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of faith in this game. It's okay.
So yeah, you call up this person, and then so you hear what time of day is this? I guess it was like midday because Myrna was still like in class.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess this person says, Dr. Vitalo, yes.
Dr. V, I need to ask you a favor. It's Molly Gallagher.
Yes, of course, Molly. I'm sorry. Is there something wrong? You sound out of breath.
my friend. She was just shot in the head. I need somewhere safe that I can.
I'm sorry. Did you say shot in the head?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I would go to a normal hospital if I could, but well, you know how it is.
Molly, I don't want to be getting mixed up in any irreputable business.
Yeah. She says, I know, but there's nowhere else I can take her. Nowhere else is safe. She's literally bleeding all over me. If I don't bring her somewhere soon, she's gonna die.
I think there's a role involved here.
Yeah, there is.
Fast talk.
Oh,
Oh, you go to contact.
it's the same. It's the same role. It doesn't matter.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Cross fingers. That's a good roll. I got a 10. All right. Thank goodness.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So you get what you want, and you get a little something extra. Choose
Wow.
Nice.
intel or gear.
I think I want intel. Is there a way that intel could connect in some way to Genetisoft in any way?
I
Not
mean,
really
it is in the way intel works. You can just spend it to have a piece of information you want. Right. It's
Right.
like currency that you can spend.
Okay, but it doesn't have to like make sense from how I got it or whatever. Because I'm getting it from a doctor at HomeSec, so I assume that it would have to be like.
it'd have to make somewhat sense, but yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay, cool. Then I'll take the intel.
Mhm. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so she says,
Let me write that down. So intel.
all right, Molly, but you owe me again for this. You do know that.
I know. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
All right, you know my address. I should be able to close a little early today and make sure no one's there when you arrive.
Thank you so much,
Hopefully
Dr. V. We're on our
Hopefully
way.
Your friend is still alive when you get here.
Yeah, me too. Thanks again. We'll be there soon.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
so-
she hangs up and she's like, Elizabeth, take her right up here. We need to get to the hospital.
I do a hard, a hard right.
I slide into one of the unconscious guys.
Yeah.
Just thump out.
Okay, yeah. So Elizabeth, you take a hard right and then start going through this like.
Also, now
neon
that-
street.
Now that Valencia is unconscious. I'm gonna kick these unconscious people out of the vehicle because I don't think I can take 4
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
SWAT soldiers. I mean, I probably could.
Monroe helps you.
Yeah,
You
I'm just like,
push them all out of the vehicle.
yeah. I think
Okay.
I might want to keep one so we can interrogate them and like tie him up somehow, but
Does
don't.
anyone have anything to tie them up with?
I have broken umbrella sword pieces.
No, don't
No.
think so.
Can I just stab his arms together?
Self-righteous truck owner doesn't have rope or bungee cables or zip ties or something in the back of his truck.
I mean, Elizabeth, do you have like moves and stuff to like have gear?
When we
Connor?
start a mission, the soldier's supposed to make a plan rolls. Could we do that since we skipped the mission?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I can do the
that-
same
'Cause
thing.
she can-
with,
she can get
there's
gear
no
from
there's no
that.
mission exactly.
I suppose, but like the action
Right.
phase.
So
right?
this is like the setup to whatever mission you guys want to do, which would be like getting back at them, sort of a thing,
Okay.
right? Like
So it's kind of the legwork phase, but not.
kind of, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. You said you have gear, Connor?
Yeah, I can do a gear thing at the beginning of a mission.
Gotcha. Actually, I have that thing of intel. I could just wake a guy up and start asking him questions, and that could be where I got the intel from.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I'll do that, and then we won't have to worry about it. Because I have guns, so I'll just hold him at gunpoint and be like, "Tell us the things." And then I have the intel, so I assume we don't have to roll for that, right? Because it's like we just assume I get something.
Yeah, sure. So what,
Okay.
what do you want to know?
I think I want to know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's a good thing? Like where we should hit, or
Maybe,
like
maybe let's say that the
where
guy
people
that
are.
Monroe punched didn't like get knocked unconscious, and so
die,
you push the other guys out, but then
Yeah.
you have this guy who's like, and then just like interrogate him there in the truck, right? Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm just like yelling at him at the top of my lungs, like shaking
Exactly.
him, like incoherently almost.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do we want to know like troop movements? I feel like that's a good thing to know. Like where are they and who's coming after us and like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Because that would also tell us where to go to like hit
Mhm.
that's not guarded or like how to pass the guards. You all cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
cool.
fine.
All right, yeah. So like troop movements, I guess. Is that cool?
Mhm.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genetisoft troop movements.
Yeah. So I think so. What is exactly the question that you asked? That like kind of like.
So she's just screaming at him like, "Tell me where the rest of them are and like who's coming after us," and that kind of stuff.
You killed pretty much everyone who was coming after you. But it's not just you, is it? And he kind of like smiles.
And then yeah, so she keeps screaming at him. It's just like, "Tell me where the rest of them are." And like it's like I know you have, like I guess it'd be like tactical and like readouts or whatever.
Yeah, and I think you like see on this guy that his like lapel or whatever kind of signifies him as someone who's probably like a little bit higher up in the
Right. It's not a grunt.
he's like a sergeant or something, not just a random grunt.
Right.
And I think
Which
he
is why
says-
this plot armor saved him from dying.
Exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. He says there's nothing left of my squad. You killed everyone.
What about the other squads? And she like slams him up against the door.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Um.
And you just describe what you do, and eventually.
Yeah, I think she like opens the door and like starts to lean him out over the like really
Yeah,
fast
just like,
moving ground.
No. Listen. Okay, all right. There. You know, it's a dangerous business you guys got in with the family you all have. It'd be a shame if something happened to them. But if you let me go, then I can tell you exactly where they're striking.
Yeah, so she pulls him back up, and then she's like, I want to know everything. It's the only way you stay out of, in the moving vehicle. And then I'd also like to make a roll here for something else as well, if I
Mhm.
could. I'd like to play hardball for, to have him like call the other attackers off. Like basically once he tells me what I have the intel for, I'm gonna like put my gun to his head and be like, and now you're gonna call off the people, now you're gonna call off the people going after our families. And
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Roll edge.
roll edge and fail super bad. Go blammy. I got a 7, thank goodness.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, the MC chooses 1. Okay.
What are the options for that?
Okay, so I think what happens, right, is he tells you the information. So you're like, he basically says, your daughter, asset protection. They're taking her there. They're gonna move her to a secure facility where she's, well, she could be used as blackmail collateral. To make sure, even if this didn't go off, that we would still have you. Same with your husband, Thorn. Yeah, we know about all of you. We've been watching you for some time. Monroe, your daughter's already been taken.
Holy crap.
Now listen, I'm telling you this because I know that you won't do anything to hurt me as long as we still have this over you. So we can make a deal here. I mean, you play hardball and you like, what's the thing you do to like do the edge in that? Like right now.
Oh, like what am I threatening him with? The violence I'm threatening him with? Oh yeah, I mean,
because then he's giving you the intel, and now you're
Right,
like,
right.
no, just let him go right now.
I
sort of.
point my finger at him, and it like turns rigid into like a barrel, and I have a wedding ring on it,
Nice.
and it turns into like a second
Nice.
barrel.
Oh my gosh.
And
Nice.
I'm like, yeah. So she's like, man, I'll call them off. It's all she says. Just sticks a gun in his face. the
okay.
finger.
Literally figured
So
Yeah.
I think he shakes his head. He says, you won't do it. You're too much of a coward.
So this is
Monroe
He
pulls out
chooses-
his gun and sticks it through the window against his head.
They attempt to remove you as a threat, but
Yeah.
not before the suffering the established
Okay.
consequences. So he's literally gonna, like, he's trying to call your bluff, but
it's not a bluff.
yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. Did you say something, Carly? That you were gonna do something?
Yeah, but I realize it's irrelevant. So
Oh, okay. So he said you won't do anything, or
Yeah, you won't do anything.
um,
You're too much of a coward.
yeah, I think she just screams it again, like call him off. I'm not gonna scream because Ruth is probably trying. And did she say anything? Then the second time she says it, she's
Yeah,
basically going hysterical.
He looks in your eyes,
Mhm.
and he says, no.
And then she screams it again and like accidentally busts it
Oh.
with
Wait,
a.
Yeah, so
It is 5 harm.
Accidentally, huh?
slumps as the back of his
Yeah,
head
like she just kind of screams and it like goes
Yeah.
off. And yeah,
Like
he takes.
you take it through he takes it through the eye, and like the back of his head just
Oh,
is
gosh.
blown up.
Yeah, she like sort of yelps and like pushes herself to the other side of the car.
And I think like the car door is still like open from when you were pushing
Yeah,
the other
he
guys
looks-
out,
He
and
just
so he
falls.
just like falls out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth turns a corner and it slams closed.
Yeah. And then I think she turns to Monroe and she's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to," because they already have his kid.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah. He kind of like winces when he gets shot, but he's like, it's fine. Like, I mean, he's like angry at him too. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like,
Like-
I can't believe this is happening. She's like,
you,
shaking her
you
head.
basically just did whatever he would do if he was more impulsive.
Right.
So yeah, you guys drive to
Yeah.
the doctor.
He's like trying to keep his like other eye from falling out.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like
you're just
come
like-
disconnected, but
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Yeah.
You like nod and it like rolls out of your head. You're like, ah,
God.
That's gross.
yikes, gross, Nancy.
So, as you're still like kind of like staring, maybe even like staring down at your hand, Molly, like you're just like, oh no, like what have I done, sort of thing. We like the music crescendos and we cut to the like the doctor's like office as you like bring Valencia in, just like throw her on like the table, like right the operating table. We see Vitalo, Dr. Vitalo. So like middle-aged woman, starting to gray, hair kind of brown, pulled back into a ponytail, big thick like cyber glasses. So like there's obviously something like happening behind the lens. And she like comes forward, just like putting on gloves, and she immediately just like is like looking, and then she. Like we can see on the inside of the lenses, like it brings up like a scan of Valencia's body and like sees like the like red trauma areas and stuff. And then she just like takes off the glasses and like sets them down, and then like presses a button on like this like operating table, and then like a hologram of her like body just like appears like above Valencia and like has all the like, you know, same things, but it's like a bigger hologram now. And she starts to like look at this whole situation and say, all right, this is pretty bad. I'm just gonna say this right now. She's bleeding internally, and I'm not sure what I can do for her, but I will try.
So for
I
the
mean,
sake,
I still have two.
No, I know. Yeah.
for the sake of him being able to play the game, and the fact that it's a one shot, can I spend some creds to have like a gel, like a stabilizing gel that will just bring him back up, but is expensive?
Oh, I mean, Monroe and Elizabeth have those things already, basically.
Well, yeah, Jared, what
Right.
like number harm are you actually at? Like the time slot?
It's at 22, I think, right?
Oh yeah. Do you have a thing that's
I
like?
have 2 spots left.
Yes.
I think.
So you're at 2200, yeah.
Okay, then I can't help you.
Oh, you can't help her.
Well, and I
with that.
even when you do heal people, I think it gives them like one thing back. So I was like, can I spend some money?
Well,
to
yeah,
have-
the thing that I have only works if it's 2100 or lower.
Yeah.
So
Right. And I think it only heals so much. So like, can I spend some money? Because credit is like a pretty significant amount of money, like 1 credit at a time. Can I spend some money to have like a expensive thing that they wouldn't offer unless I spent money on it out of pocket, so that he can just be back up and he can play?
I mean, there's gonna have to be
Yep.
something that happens here. I'm
Yep.
trying to. I what?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were like gone or something.
No.
I was confused.
Because I think healing takes a while in this game, at least longer than.
Yeah, I'm
other
just gonna
ones.
look at that. I wanna find
Yeah.
out like how actually this works.
But also, like, tech in this game is higher than it would be in the cyberpunk
Yes,
setting
true.
this is in. So I figured like there's probably some kind of nano gel that they could pump into her that would like be really expensive as far as like a normal person's thing would go, but that would be a lot more effective. Because like this is crunch time. We need to like get
Let's see.
get to our kids and then like
Yeah.
blow a hole in somebody big enough that they stop paying attention to us. If we end up picking this game up again, it's gonna be a really short game.
Here we go. Apply first aid. Where are the actual rules for this? There's.
Well, that's good to know. 1 harm takes out civilians, 2 harm kills most security guards, 3 harm takes out most highly trained guards, 4 harm will
yeah,
take
I
out
saw that,
non-cyber warriors. So literally, I can almost overkill elite non-cyber warriors twice over with my gun, and your punch can basically do that as well, Jared.
It's so dumb.
Double kill them.
Why do games have these options? Let's see,
Unless they're
what's
like
features?
main characters. It's-
Oh, okay. Yes. So I think what she does is she does like starts doing the healing stuff, and I don't think so. So the thing is, I mean, you don't have a move or a situation where you can like just randomly have such expensive medical equipment.
I have 5 credits. I was gonna spend money so that they would use their expensive
Right, but
stuff.
like
That's
that's a really involved process that would be like actually like buying this stuff. She doesn't have like anything she would have here. She would use already.
right. Well, I kind of figured that like Homesec is almost like I feel like they'd be used to this kind of stuff. Like their bent is like combat civilian stuff. So I
Right, but
figured they'd probably.
if you don't have a move that like allows you to have had this stuff on you, then
Oh right. Well, but it wouldn't have been mine. I'd be asking for her stuff. I guess I could like fast talk or something to convince her to let me buy it or something. Do you want me to do that?
no. What I'm saying is anything she would have, she would already be using.
Oh, I see. Okay, right.
And so I don't think there's anything here that's gonna
Okay.
help beyond the normal stuff. So let's
Gotcha.
see here. Because she is a pediatrician, and this is a pediatrician facility.
Well,
so
Yeah, but it's a pediatrician facility for like a civilian like arming gun company that also
yes,
does other stuff.
no, it's true. Yeah,
So that's why I figured maybe
she
they'd
also
be able
did
to help.
just get shot in the head. So
Or- yeah, that's also true.
let's see here. So you get let's see. Man. I just wish there was a easier place to find all of this information in one space.
Yeah. Did somebody have gear? Because maybe we could spend gear to have something like that.
Yeah, that would be the only thing, is if you have some extra gear, you might be able to help here.
I mean, yeah, I can do that at the beginning of a mission.
Right. But yeah, we haven't started a mission, I guess.
Yeah, after receiving a job, you may look through your accumulated parts and supplies. That's
Yeah.
that's definitely not the situation you're in right now.
Oh, but that's after receiving a job. That's the first thing that happens. And I guess
Right.
technically, like we're
Right,
giving
but you
ourselves
didn't
a job, right?
you didn't take the time to look through her equipment. You left the storage
Whoa,
facility.
right. What I
Well,
mean is that
yeah,
we
but
should have
that
rolled
wasn't
that
really-
originally, right?
Right.
No, because you didn't grab any of it. Like no statement was made to grab any important equipment. It was just leave.
But
That would have been the whole situation there.
Right.
Yeah,
but
but
I feel
I-
like that was just because he
You
didn't
can
know how to
you can
move.
Yeah.
go back. Would you really have taken time to like look through? Because this is like literally looking through the accumulated parts and supplies for equipment that might help with the current mission. That's
Right.
a long process.
Well, how long were we at her like garage thing before we got attacked?
Right, no, but you guys weren't even doing a job yet. It was just like you're kind of talking about like what might happen.
Oh yeah,
that's
you're
the
right.
whole idea. Yeah,
Yeah, because you said we were
Um,
gonna go get a different
mhm.
job, right?
exactly. So I don't think that will help.
I guess I should have.
Oh, wait a second.
Oops.
No, that won't help. Yeah, I think the thing that happens here is she applies her medical knowledge and she does the thing and she heals one thing of harm for you, Valencia, which means you're at 2100.
At least now we
which-
can.
Which means I can help.
You're battered, bruised, and bloody, mostly okay. The thing is, once the medical stuff has been applied, it can't be applied again until she takes harm again.
That's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't just keep
That's-
doing it.
But
So-
you
so
can't
basically-
you can't use a different like thing
No,
to try to do more.
she has
medical
done
stuff?
everything that she can do.
Okay.
And so she basically she saves Valencia from the brink of death,
Yeah.
from hemorrhaging and like dying. But I mean, Valencia, you're pretty tough. But like you're 1 inch away from like you're basically at 1 hit point in Far Verona, sort of thing. You take any damage and you're gonna die, sort of thing. But you're tough, and so even though you just had a gunshot wound to the head.
Yeah.
After like a couple hours, you're up on your feet again. So yeah, we have a tense montage of her like fixing you, and then Valencia
So
here.
this takes a couple hours, but
Yeah.
we were under the impression that someone was moving in on Rachel, right?
Yeah.
Then, because the problem is that like the reason I wanted something immediate was because I feel like we would have left right away, but I don't want Jared to be like, you spend the rest of the time in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, so that's because like it doesn't make sense for us to wait here. Like, if this was a game we played for a long time, we'd probably just leave now, right?
I
This is
mean,
the one shot
I
to
would
do.
just leave anyway.
Yeah, but he said it took a couple hours for you to recover, and so I'm
I
saying
mean,
like,
I can't think of a situation in which that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Like he literally got shot in the head.
right? Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a way to do it for. I mean,
No,
I guess
no,
we
I
could just
get it.
wait. It's fine. we'll just figure it out. It'll just be worse for the
Good.
characters.
I think the thing is, like, at this point, you guys don't know. I mean, you can't just like rush into this situation and like try to. You could. It would
Yeah.
be very bad for
it
you.
wouldn't be a good idea, but I mean, you
the
just told us
first
someone's
thing,
trying to kidnap her daughter, so
yeah, the first thing
Yeah.
Monroe would think to do is to go back to the school and see if his daughter is still like in her class where she's supposed to be, like to see if they were lying.
can you call her?
Uh,
I guess that's what we'd do. We'd call them
Guess so?
and tell
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
that's the thing they have. So as
Yeah,
she's like
okay.
fixing, you guys call these people, and then we can
Yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah. Cool. I like that.
So Monroe, yeah, you're the first person. You're just like calling your daughter.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the phone doesn't answer. Like it doesn't. No one picks up at first. So it rings, goes to voicemail.
See, the thing is, she could just be being a good student and
You could
not
call the
answering her
principal.
phone in class. Like,
Mhm.
And ask.
that's true.
Yeah, I'll do
Call
that.
Yeah,
Next.
I think next he calls the attendance office and is like did she get marked here for her most recent class?
Yeah. So an automated message comes up on the when you call the assistant's office, and it basically says due to an emergency event,
Oh, no.
Gosh,
like
no, I had a feeling this was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
basically yeah, due to an emergency event, the office is out right now. Something along those lines, right? Like,
It's out of the building because it
out of the
exploded.
building.
Great.
You
That's
can't
not.
come to the phone right now due to an emergency event. Please call back at a more convenient time.
Yep. Guys, this is why you don't start.
Shush.
Uh,
And then we begin the movie Taken.
yeah. Except like 3 times over.
Yeah, literally.
Yep.
All of your children get sold into slavery.
We have a certain set of
Gosh,
skills.
no.
Gosh.
Taken 4.
Yep.
4 of your children
Yep.
were taken.
Exactly. All right. What happens when I call the like security daycare facility thing? Tutor facility probably as well, because like you said, it was probably like school stuff. So they probably have like programs there for.
Yeah.
If a
So
kid
you
has to
just
go
like
during the
call the office or whatever, the
Yeah.
front desk. Yeah, so someone picks up and says, "Hello, this is Asset Protection, Division of HomeSec. Who am I talking to?"
Hi, this is Molly Gallagher. My daughter Rachel is under your care at the moment. I just need to check on her. I was told that there might be some complications, and I would need to make sure she's okay.
Complications, Miss Gallagher?
Yeah, there was a threat. You know, they happen, but I just need to make sure that.
We at HomeSec take threats very seriously, especially to asset protection. I'll look into this immediately. We'll see if your daughter is safe. I'm sure that she is. And then like,
Okay,
you
thanks.
put on hold for a moment. And
Yeah.
like, we see this woman like put down the phone. We like get a shot of her. She like puts down the phone and then like looks up at the Genetisoft like
gosh.
agent that is like
Of course.
there with like a handgun, like, you know, just kind of trained on her, and then he literally, so it's like this like Italian looking guy, and he literally just like goes like, and the woman like kind of like like shakily picks up the phone again, and or like, you know, does her comm piece is probably what it is, and she says, "Everything seems to be just fine, Miss Gallagher. There is your daughter is here safe in the HomeSec facility. Nothing to worry about."
Can I roll an assess?
Yes, absolutely, you can.
Thanks. Boop. Wait. I I don't know what the role is yet. I'd like to add my intel to that role. Because that's how that works, right? You get a +1 when you use it because I have the troop movements.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Doesn't matter. It's a
All right.
6.
Dang it.
Yep. Okay. So.
All right, so I got nothing. Okay.
Yep. So it seems believable to you.
All right, thanks. And then
course.
I want to send
Have a nice day, Miss Gallagher.
her like my daughter a text, just being like, "Hey, everything all right?" You know, just because I'm pretty sure she's okay, but I'm just gonna send her a text because
You don't get a
I
response.
believe the lady, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just frown. But again, like she might just be doing lessons or whatever.
Yeah, doing stuff. Yeah. Thorn, do you do anything?
I am calling all of my grandbabies.
You just do a conference call.
I mean, I have a giant family.
The family message, like
Yes,
Facebook
the family
message, you just do
message
the
board.
video call option
Yes.
on there. Everyone.
What was the one family? What was it called that Mickey had for the longest time?
Oh, I
You know
don't
what I'm talking
Yeah, I know what
about?
you're talking about though. Yeah. It's like a special app where all the family.
Yep.
can-
Oh,
It was family something.
So
Do you have one of those? Oh my gosh. Okay. Do any of us have one of those apps where it tracks the phones of your family members?
I mean, obviously,
Because,
it's probably just a built-in
Monroe
feature.
definitely-
Yes.
I feel like we
Yeah.
probably all have that. It's the cyberpunk
Yeah.
feature.
My mom had that for a while, so I thought of that and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is like sci-fi.
But
so
I mean, also any
definitely
intelligent
exists.
person doing a kidnapping would probably
yeah.
do that.
Oh, that's true.
They just leave the phone there
Yeah,
where they're supposed to be.
right.
Yep.
But it's the future, so you can have GPS tracking in their skulls. Probably not happening.
So yeah, Thorn, you just like call on the family line. Like everyone, is that literally what you
Yes.
do?
Yes.
I think one of your daughters picks up. She says, "Yeah, Mom, what's up? Anything in particular needed?"
There's a code word. There's a code word that we have as a family that everybody knows. And I ask the question, "Hey, is the family going out to eat tonight?"
That's literally the code.
Yes.
How do you not get that mixed up with like normal everyday conversation?
We never go out to eat. We always have giant family
that's
meals
great.
together.
Oh right, of course, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. You just there's just like silence on the line, and then she just says, I think we were going to McTaco King."
McTaco King, you just said those words out loud? No, Elizabeth doesn't say that, obviously, but
And that's the message is she got the message, like
right.
she understands what you're saying.
I was gonna say I feel like it's probably his
Wait.
like code word for everything's on fire and we're all dying.
Yeah, no. Is
Never mind.
she the one that's responding and saying she's in trouble, or am I telling her that she needs to get out of town? Like, what did you have me?
I
Probably both, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
You're
like
probably
there's
like-
trouble,
Assuming
like
that something might be wrong.
man all
it's gonna
position
tip
sort
them
of a
off.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, well, I won't be able to make it tonight. I'm working overtime. Tell the family that I love them, and that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
I will always love you.
Sounds good, Mom. I'll keep in touch, and then the phone goes off. Yeah, and so basically your family's gonna go into like over
Yep.
what's
Overwatch.
the word I'm looking for? Yeah, basically, yeah. Just like, all right, we gotta make sure that everything's fine. And so you might get a message back, like, once they kind of like, they're gonna all like do inventory on like everyone is like, where's the family? Like, what's going on?
count.
Yeah.
Right.
But yes, I mean, like an hour passes, and Valencia wakes up, is somewhat fine.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Dr. B. Hag. You okay, Valencia?
Beehive.
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 Are you okay, Elizabeth? Did you get hit too?
I don't actually say that
Oh.
in character. What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about? You said beehive like 3 times randomly. Anyways. Yeah. So yeah, Molly asked you if you're okay.
Oh well, I just got shot in the head, so.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Do we have any
Glad you're alive.
space drugs that can heal me?
I think you're full of space drugs at the
Yeah,
moment.
you're already full of
Of sprugs.
Sprugs.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
here it is.
no.
Here it comes again.
Yeah.
I forgot that hat was a thing.
Yeah.
those 7 months of bliss were
Sprugs.
forgotten.
Does that mean Bloodshot is a sprug?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Bloodshot
that's-
is a shrug.
It's a wow, never mind. I forgot the word. It's not funny. Go ahead. Well, I think we have some business to attend to, like, making sure our children are safe and all that. And he looks at Monroe. She looks at Monroe specifically because they said that they already took her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Call. So
Children.
yeah,
My
she
my
was
daughter
unconscious.
is the only person that we know for sure is in danger, because everyone else we think is okay at the moment.
Wait, your kids were kidnapped by.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least mine, yeah.
Valencia just jumps out of bed,
yeah, well, as
Almost
far as we know,
passes
mine's
out.
okay.
but
Yeah, yeah. You get
she's
that
ready
weird
to
like
go.
foggy vision.
Yeah, Dr. V is just like, all right, now you shouldn't be straining yourself, or shouldn't operate any heavy machinery, or you're
She is
severely
heavy
injured.
machinery.
I look at my arms. I'm like,
Yeah, and she was like looking at your arms
Yeah.
when she said that. It's
Like,
very
this is the
obvious.
script, but it doesn't
Yep.
make any sense. Yeah. All right. Thanks again, Dr. V. We'll
Did no
Yeah.
one hear a word that I just said? All right. Well, I shouldn't ask any questions about it. I hope that none of you die.
me too.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We hope so too, Dr. Beehive.
What?
She
think-
says that.
Maybe you should sit down.
Yeah, she's
are you
just
sure you're not the one who
confused.
got shot in the head?
I'm starting to wonder.
What? Isn't that what his name is?
No, no.
I thought it was
And also, it's a
I'm a
she.
woman.
Are you okay?
Oh, I honestly
we
did
should
not
have you
realize it was a
shake
woman. I thought that was a man's voice.
I think I said he like originally, but then I changed it when I gave him a name. Or when.
Oh, okay. Well, I cannot be blamed then.
Anyways,
I mean,
yeah,
you
we
can
should
still be blamed.
probably roll out because this is bad. We don't have half an hour to save all of our lives and children,
Mhm.
then also kill the enemy. So. Although
So we roll
I feel
out.
like
I mean, we leave.
I think the only way that we can do this in a half an hour and like actually do a mission is if instead of going after our children, we find collateral that is more important than them and take that and then make them give our kids back. You know what I mean? Like the president or something of the company. I think that's our
Obama?
only thing that like might be able to finish this session and then also kill both birds with one stone. Even though it's a
Yes,
horrible idea.
Let's kidnap Space Obama.
But no, not the real president. The president of
Genetisoft.
Genetisoft. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are literally like, well, we could split up and like try to save all
Yeah,
these
I
people,
don't
but
think-
actually, let's just kidnap the president.
I don't think we have a better option because
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, and also then we can have a plan and like a mission.
I mean, I kind of then want one of the characters or the whole team to convince Monroe that that's a better option, because
Right. Yeah.
right now it seems like
Mhm.
his daughter's the only one that's in immediate.
Yeah, that's the only problem is that we don't know that.
And
Like-
I'm kind of 100% on Monroe's side right now.
Yeah. The only issue is that well, I mean, you get to punch people either way. The only issue is we don't
Split the
know
party.
that we have like
That's always a great
split-
idea.
we don't know we have split priorities here because we think everyone's fine. So I'm trying to think how that would pan out. But I mean, that's the thing is like if we go after her, I mean, wait, it's a her, like you have a daughter.
Yeah.
If we
I
go
don't think
after
anyone
her,
has sons.
they'll probably just like kill her. Like I feel like we have to have leverage, right? I guess we do this character.
Right.
If we go after them, I mean, these people are nuts. They'll just kill her. And especially if we make progress, if we get close, there's no way they'll let her live. But if we can take collateral, if we have something more important to trade, then they can't kill her. They have to give her back, or we'll, cripple the company or whatever by killing someone important. I don't know. I don't know that none of us are stealthy. None of us can get in undetected. I don't know that this is an option. And also, we only have half an hour left, so.
Well, I say we kidnap the president.
I mean, that's not. That seems like the response would be.
Yep, like dot. Staring at Monroe.
I take it you disagree.
No, I mean, I don't know if anything else would cut it. I feel like they have to be that important. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but honestly, if we don't, I feel like they're dead anyways. All of us. We can't do anything about it. I mean, even if we manage to get them back, let's just stop them kidnapping them again tomorrow. We have lives to live. We can't just. I don't think we have an option. We have to do something big enough that they can't kill our kids and they can't come after us again later.
Monroe like slowly nods, and like that's kind of like the only show of agreement that you get from him.
Yeah.
But you know that he's like, yeah, that's really the only thing we can do right now.
All right, sounds like there's a plan montage gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Does everybody have like legwork
that I get
phase
to do
moves,
something
like when you
cool.
start a job? Actually, I
Yeah.
mean, let's roll to like get a job move, right? Like,
This is what we're bad at because we have 2 killers.
yeah.
Not good at like.
I have
who has
2 moves based on making a plan. So
Who is the best
Yep.
edge?
probably me.
Yeah.
2.
You have 2.
Soldiers are the edgy ones.
Yeah, that's the max. So go ahead and roll edge to get the job.
Oh gosh.
6 was an 8.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, choose. So go to the extra moves handout and get the jobs in the top right. Choose one from the list.
Do we still get this if it's our own job?
It's fine. I mean, even if you don't, for
Right.
now, we can.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Oops.
So we can do our job moves now?
I feel
That's
like the
okay.
meeting doesn't attract. Yeah, the meeting doesn't attract attention. I feel like it isn't even an option, right? Like I feel like this
Yeah.
isn't gonna just. Yeah, we're not being employed. I don't know if it's gonna pay, but if it paid, that'd be nice. If maybe paying well could be like we get our kids back, and
I
we
mean,
also
the ones that seem to be the most obvious would be getting intel or gear.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you can just choose
Which
one of
one
those.
would be more helpful?
I feel like
I would
we
do-
might.
I do
Sorry, go
intel because
Yeah.
Elizabeth has a gear move already.
Yeah.
We're also going to need
Okay.
to know a way to get to the president,
Exactly.
and I feel like it's the only way we can game
Yeah.
the system well enough to get there. 'Cause
There-
that's
So
A
intel.
move that I can use to heal myself.
Really?
I think it's called sleeping. He asked,
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
and you
so.
don't have it if there is. Unfortunately,
There's no way to heal yourself in this game.
you can rest, but we don't have time to rest.
I know, besides like taking a nap.
Well, I mean, you go to the hospital, but we did that.
Okay. It seems for how advanced space is, there's not a lot of options to do the very thing that most people would be most
You could
concerned
have
about.
someone install some cyberware.
We could probably also have gear like help in some way, maybe, right? Like stims or something. They're like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to Caleb, but we could spend gear on that maybe, and
Mhm.
like hop you up on adrenaline or something.
Yeah.
Get you some bloodshot. The good stuff. Sprout.
What would installing cyberware do?
You could like get something that keeps you running. You know what I mean?
There aren't any though, are there?
Get like redundant organs or something. I don't know.
Could I
I mean-
get a new head? Transfer my brain into a new head? A robot head?
That is a much more involved process that you have time for.
Also, I feel like there's
Yeah.
like a surgery process. I don't think we have time for that either. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I
yes,
feel like gear to get some kind of like stim is probably our best bet
Yep,
as long as Caleb will
that's
allow
good
it.
bet. Mhm. Yeah, you can get some bloodshot to temporarily reduce your harm clock.
But we'll have to get gear. But we have
You
moves
have
for
to get
that.
gear
So
for that.
yeah.
So you got intel.
Yep.
And then yeah, anyone else wants to do like
Yeah.
getting job moves?
You have
Gotta do it.
another move, don't you, Carly? It's like
I have
people
two-
will
Make the plan.
ask.
I have here's the plan, and I love it when a plan comes
Yeah.
together. So
Yeah.
here's the plan: is when you plan a mission, everyone to whom you assign a task takes +1 ongoing while they act on that task according to the plan.
Until they fail, or if they go off the plan.
Anyone who rolls a miss or goes
Yep.
off the plan loses their bonus for that mission. If you get paid, mark experience. And then I love it when a plan comes together is at the start of a mission, roll edge 10+, you gain 3 hold, 7 to 9 gain 1 hold. During the mission, spend 1 hold for one of the following effects. And then,
It's like gear and stuff you can get in the middle of the game.
Cool.
Cool. So so go ahead and roll. Here's the plan because you're planning the
Okay.
mission right now.
Yeah.
And see how
Wait,
well
what
it
did you
goes.
just roll?
did I do?
Getting the
I
job.
just rolled for
Like
the
the
job.
initial
Get
getting
the job.
roll.
Oh, right.
How do I roll a move?
You just roll the
You just roll whatever
stat.
the thing tells you to. So.
Oh,
It's probably edge, almost certainly.
Oh wait.
It doesn't tell me to.
Oh no, there's
I don't
not
think
a
there's
roll.
anything to
It's just
roll. Yeah.
when you
Well,
plan a mission, everyone
yeah.
to whom you assign a task
Yeah, that doesn't
takes.
have a roll.
Yeah.
But the other
So
one
just
does,
assign tasks to everybody.
which we don't actually know what the plan is yet. So let's do that later because you can do that once we figure out how we're doing this. You can
Yeah.
give us directions. But you have another move, right? Your other one,
I love it when a
the
plan comes
plan,
together.
or yeah, that.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll with that one. Roll edge.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
That's a failure on your gear move, Connor.
Oh no!
6.
Monroe.
You got an
Both
8
got us.
altogether. Oh yeah, you got a 6. You both got a 6. Oh wow, that's bad.
Why would you do this? to
Okay, so
this
you gain 1
dice?
hold anyway, but your opponent has predicted your every move.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
gosh.
That's
great.
the worst possible. thing.
Well,
This
good
is bad.
thing Valencia's not good at plans.
It's true.
They can't predict something that's not part of the plan. Correct?
That's how you
Wow.
beat Atium. You don't think.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Elizabeth, I think what happens is you try
She's
to like
reading
gather
that
up-
right now, David.
I finished it. The first
Thank
one.
goodness. I did not mean to spoil it. 'Cause that's a
She
really
finished-
awesome moment, and I would have felt really
I
bad.
finished the
Okay.
first one. It took
Yeah,
me
she
16
finished the
days,
first
but
one,
I
David.
finished it.
Is that not in the first one?
No.
Yeah, what I said by the time you read it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
So Elizabeth, I think your failure means you go back to your. I mean, you just don't have enough gear in your truck, right? And if you, I mean, would you go back to your storage facility, your garage? I don't think you would, right? To try to get gear. Connor?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Elizabeth.
Literally
I heard what
always
you
happens.
said.
You're not going back to your garage gear, right? So it would be something you have in your truck. Because you still get something, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, what does it say on this on 6?
It doesn't.
for that
It doesn't say there's any
move?
failure.
Yeah, so you just fail.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You fail and I
Yeah.
get to make a move.
That's bad.
So yeah, you just didn't have any useful stuff in your truck, and you can't go back to the garage.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going really well.
Oh.
Kamikaze, let's go.
So,
Anyone else have a like prep move?
what
That can
are
fail
the,
horribly.
the moves?
We don't have
We don't
any.
have any.
Killers
Do we-
get like a couple moves, but we didn't take them.
No.
We took
So
as many
we just
killing
can't do
moves.
anything, or
Yeah,
Not
I
right
mean,
now, not to like prepare.
we
for
don't
the
have
mission.
like prep moves.
Okay, so let's figure out the plan then. What is the actual plan?
So I mean, I feel like basically we have to find a time where the president is like exposed or like having a party and drunk or something, and then attack
Okay,
it.
want to spend that intel to know that?
Yes.
Okay,
Keep in mind, I have
Um,
bypass. I can bypass.
I don't know. You tell me. Where would the
Whatever.
president be?
I mean,
Oh,
Um,
actually, wait a second. I know.
Okay.
So there is a gala going on, a like meeting of a bunch of like heads of corporations tonight, to basically, I mean, it's a big political moving and shaking thing, but it's like the 1 month anniversary of the when the war with the Imperium started, because this is in real time
1 month?
in Elysian Road. Yeah. I mean, you guys will be traveling for a while in the sector when we pick up in Elysian Road. But yeah, I mean, basically, some time has passed since that whole thing happened, and this is like the corporations getting together. The pretense is like, just business as usual, but it's basically like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do about this whole situation?
That's bad. So there's a bunch of corporations there.
What?
There's a bunch of corporations there.
Yeah, all the corporations
so
all the time
bad.
are meeting.
Okay, that's not good. But I guess he has to get there. Let's attack him while he's going there.
Yeah, you can try to do that.
Yeah, because if we attack him while he's there, we have every corp's security just gunning us down. So that seems bad.
It does mean that if you don't get him before he gets to the gala, it will be infinitely harder.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you could spend the intel to, because that would be common knowledge, but you could spend the intel to know his route, his like.
Yeah.
Limo.
Can we say that there is an air vehicle involved in his travel? Because I think the only way we do this is in an air vehicle.
Yeah, like a hover limo.
Yeah, we have to, or like a helicopter, right? Like, if we can get to him before he gets to his helicopter, get him on his helicopter. That's the only way we don't die here, I think. Because if we're in a car, I feel like we have to have the freedom of being in the air. Can anybody fly a plane or a helicopter? We don't have a driver.
I'm sure you guys could do it, but
So,
you just don't have a helicopter.
yeah, well, we'd steal his. Was the idea.
Someone
Always steal
could
one.
attempt to drive. I mean, I think that would be Edge, right?
For what?
Or no, not
Or
Edge.
to
cool.
drive.
It'd be cool to drive.
Yeah, if you don't have a move for it, yeah, it's easy. So, do we think that's a good idea, or what do we want to do? Because I feel like if we do anything but stay mobile, we're dead.
Yeah.
And I feel like the only way we can stay mobile without risking being killed is in a plane where they have to kill everybody to kill us, right? Like, even a car can be stopped without blowing it up. But if you stop a helicopter, it has to fall. So that sounds like.
But they expect us to keep moving, so we should stay put.
Yeah, but then they expect that because if we stay put, we'll die. I don't know.
Yeah.
I that's my idea. You guys got other ideas?
I literally have no ideas. I have no other ideas. It seems like everything is stacked against us right now, and we have so little time. I just don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it seems like the plan is intercept him before he gets into his fancy limo helicopter.
Yeah.
Air hovercraft thing, right? Like,
Right.
and hijack the hover limo and like hold him at gunpoint and then like tell him to call off everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I think probably makes no sense.
Yeah.
So the
And then
plan,
kill him anyway.
you have to figure out how to get to that point.
So I think there's a system in this game for making this stuff faster. I think we should do that for everything up to like moving in on him, because we can basically
it's like
skip to that.
do an operation.
An operation, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we can just be there and we don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
let
that.
me
stuff.
find
It's-
that one.
Although it might be
Oops,
really
sorry.
bad, but
Yeah, it could have just all go horribly wrong.
which I mean is pretty much already all gone horribly wrong. But
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about things going more wrong than they already have. It's all or nothing at this point.
So did we get drugs so I don't die in 2 seconds?
we have gear that we can spend on it. So if somebody wants to spend their gear, right? Somebody got gear? No, you
No,
showed
gear.
me, didn't you?
No,
Nope.
he failed the roll.
Oh no.
We do not have gear.
Can I use
Wait, but
cred?
doesn't the soldiers move give you gear during the mission? Like, can't you spend hold to get gear?
She failed that roll too.
But don't you still get? Wait, okay.
She,
I
oh
think
yeah,
she fails.
that's true. She has one hold, so she
have
could
2
use
holds.
it to get. No, you
Wait.
have you have one hold for a thing that doesn't even matter anymore. You should get rid of that hold.
Oh.
That was
okay.
for the assess move. Yeah,
Dang.
Yep.
I
That was
have
for
one
a long-
hold.
that was a long time ago.
I didn't know that expired.
Yes, it does. Sorry, it's basically like a question you could ask about that situation.
Yeah.
I don't
Can
see the thing
Can I
about.
trade the gear that I have for weapons?
No, you'd have to like the issue is you would have to like actually like go buy stuff from someone
Yeah.
or like, and that's you just don't have time for that.
Well, we're dead. What about cred?
That's money.
It's money.
Can I buy it?
What?
Buy drugs?
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said buy money.
Can I buy cred?
No, can I buy
No.
drugs with cred?
No, you cannot.
I don't know where operations is on this.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to
It's
find it
killing
too.
me because the point is to make it faster, and I can't find it. So I think it's probably in the GM section. I'm gonna check.
I remember seeing it. Oh, here you go. Conduct an operation. It's edge. Who has the highest edge?
That's
Me.
yeah.
That makes sense. All right. So when you lead a planned and coordinated operation, describe your plan and who is carrying it out, then roll edge. So this is the point we need to describe who is doing what to get to the point where you can actually hijack the hover limo. Who's doing what?
Right.
So we're like starting to see this in montage.
I think pretty obviously we know what Valencia and I do.
Yeah, I mean the killers are the guns and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we probably spring the ambush, right? Like.
yeah.
Well, I mean the thing is like, do you spring an ambush that would possibly be, because the issue is you have to time that perfectly. And
Yeah.
there's a
Right.
bunch of other stuff that has to happen to make sure that it's timed perfectly.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you're approaching that.
Right.
So I guess the question is, so are you doing a like full forward, like let's shoot a bunch of people, or is it like a planned like stealth up to this point and then spring the trap sort of a thing?
Yeah. We have a tech.
Nothing involving stealth.
Yeah, I mean it should be stealth, but none of us are good at that. So
But it's fine because you're just conducting an operation. There's one role that's going to be involved.
Yeah.
here.
oh.
I feel like
no, we
what
should
happens.
plan it to be stealthy, and they'll expect it to be stealthy. Then they screw it and attack. There, like metagame the system.
Hey.
I feel like what happens is we set up the like, because I think we should play the like actually getting, like, jumping them, you know. So I think basically because like I think
This
basically we go to
operation
his
is going to
house,
be getting
right?
to the to hover.
Yeah.
level.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe I think most of this is going to be hacking, right? Like hacking security
Mhm.
and stuff on the part of the tech,
Okay, so
Or, like-
Elizabeth is hacking security
Okay, there
stuff.
you go. Yep.
right? And then I feel
Um,
like, I mean, I look like a normal person, so maybe I'm trying to like keep an eye out on stuff. I mean, I'm good at assessing things, but I have 0. So, and then I assume that Monroe is like, you know, in the background
Coordinating
coordinating
all of it,
us,
Yeah.
and then maybe Valencia can be a distraction or something like that. You know what I mean? Like start a fire in the building somewhere, and they're like, "Oh no, we gotta go do that." Oh, no,
There
I
you
feel like they wouldn't leave then if we did that.
Maybe not
but,
that easy
yeah.
specifically, but you could start a distraction of sorts just to
Yeah.
stall the
Right.
situation. Okay.
Cool. All right.
So first, I mean, so then Monroe,
Yeah. Go ahead.
you have that move that is
Yeah.
well the
Here's the plan.
Here's the plan move.
Right.
Everybody's been given their tasks, so everybody has +1 going forward as long as they're keeping with the plan. Though in this
Right.
situation, that actually doesn't matter as much because
Yeah, I think
there's
it'll
only
be
one
for
role here.
after we do this. Like
Yeah.
once we get this, we'll have our
Yeah, and then the plan from there on out is Molly and Valencia intimidate him.
Yeah.
You know, to let him
I think
go.
so. Like I think the way it works, because I see this move cause a lot of problems when people play with it. So I think like basically my job is probably like to cover us with gunfire, right? So like if stuff comes after us, I shoot it. That's my job. And then if I feel like controlling the situation with the prisoner might be Valencia's job because she's good in close quarters. And then I guess this is your thing, Monroe, but like that's how it works, right? Like you give like a kind of thing that they do
Yeah.
during the mission. And I don't think you get one, Monroe. I think you have to give it to everybody else, but I don't think you get the point. Because I know that was a confusion that I heard people talk about too. I think you give everyone else a role.
everyone to whom you assign a task.
So
Right.
if I give
Say
myself
who
a
you can
task.
assign a task to. Maybe you're right. We'll just assume you're right because we don't
Yeah,
have to
that
worry
would
about it.
include you too.
So cool. All right, I'm not gonna complain. So what do you think, Carly? What's the after we spring the trap? What's everybody's like when we're doing the deal? What's everybody's job?
Like when we're trying to
When you're in the hover limo and you get to the hover limo, basically.
okay. I mean, we were gonna try to use this guy's leverage, right? To get them
Yeah.
to leave us alone, basically.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to do like negotiations? Because play hardball is edge. So you can
Yeah.
be like, if you don't give us
Yeah.
enough kids, we're gonna kill this guy.
Okay, so
but
yeah,
then if
Monroe
you
will
fail,
do
we
the
have to kill him.
talking.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
but that's the thing.
Monroe will do the talking.
Okay.
Molly and Valencia will take out the guys like in the hover limo, like the other people, right?
Right. Yeah.
Secure the hover limo.
Right. And the guy.
And then, yeah.
And then,
Elizabeth
I mean,
drives?
she's probably keeping us from dying in the helicopter.
Yeah.
I just realized how they probably got my daughter, but that's fine. It's good.
What?
They're the one teacher that was like, that I didn't like because they were
Oh.
supportive
yeah.
of.
Right. They worked for Genetisoft.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think we have to think. Do you want to make the roll for the?
It's just an
yes.
edge roll, right?
So edge roll for conducting
Can we
operation. Yep.
assist? I don't think so. I think it kind of. I think if we all assist, that kind of is like cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
feel like it's probably
believe
not.
so, because you're none of you are helping conduct the operation.
Yeah. I mean, us doing the thing is what
Yeah.
allows us to do it. So.
Yeah.
All right. This is real important. No pressure. Oh, okay.
Oh,
At least it's a 7.
Okay.
that's true. Yeah, it's barely a 7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fortunately, that's
so-
all we need. So.
you get your opportunity to
Actually
act, but it
succeed.
won't go as smoothly as you would like.
Yeah. Of course.
Choose one. A preliminary task was not completed on time or accurately. Choose a task, and the MC will describe how it causes a problem. Or there's an unexpected complication. Choose a consideration, and the MC will describe how it causes a problem.
That was a lot of words. What?
Basically, choose either a preliminary task that was not completed on time or accurately, or an unexpected complication.
So like the same things. It sucks.
One is you guys cause a problem. One is
Yeah, I mean
they
unexpected
cause a problem.
complication, because then it's not on us that we. mess
Valencia falls asleep because she has a concussion. Jeez.
I mean, that sounds like the other one, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the other one.
All right. It's probably more like yes, cyber
So
ninja or something
you get to
stupid
choose
like
a consideration.
Okay.
So what part of like their side of things, right? Like what problem that you had to, like an obstacle you had to overcome, you choose one of those, and I'll describe how that causes a problem. Where does the problem lie in this plan? At what point in the plan does the unexpected complication occur? Like, is it the security, the soldiers, the limo itself, the president?
I mean,
Yikes. I don't know, those are all bad. I mean, if it's the soldiers, we can just kill more people.
I guess so. Yeah, the soldiers.
Okay. Unexpected
I hope.
complication. So these soldiers, let's see.
Seems less obvious for something to go horribly wrong.
So this is what happens. We see this montage, right? We see
Yeah.
Elizabeth like hacking into the security system. We see Valencia causing distraction. And so like some of the security force like breaks off to go like make sure that that's not gonna like come back and be a problem. They check on it. Valencia takes them out, so there's part of the soldiers or like the security force is gone. That's kind of like what the distraction gains you.
Right.
Molly, you go forward with Monroe, and you like get to everybody like gets to the hover like pad, and you manage to like grab like they've just gotten in, and then all of the rest of you like rush on board, right? Like Molly leading the way with her gun, but you guys, as you guys are lifting off and like dealing with the guys inside, some other soldiers like see you and start taking pot shots at the limo. It's dumbly, like stupidly. They should not be doing this, right? But then it hits one of the rotors and it's like starts to like jam, and so there's like a problem like with the.
Good thing we have a tech.
Hover limo itself. Yeah.
Can you fix things?
So now we zoom into like the hover limo, and you guys have just come in, and we the security force, right? It's like right there, and like how do you deal with them?
So we're not on the limo yet, right?
No, you are on the
Oh,
limo.
oh,
It is taken off. You're on it,
right.
and it has been shot at.
Okay, right.
We hear like shouting, like muffled shouting, and like you guys come around the corner, and this is where like it was a cutscene before, but now like the camera like zooms out a little bit, and we see you guys like you actually kind of control
your character sits there for a second. You're like, oh crap.
Exactly. Yeah. I wasn't holding the controller.
Yeah. How far away are they?
They're like right around like a corner. This is like a lounge area in right here.
Would you say they are close or near?
Near.
Okay, great. Well, it's my job to shoot things, so I guess I'd like to shoot things.
I mean, yeah, me too. I have
right.
a assault rifle.
Yeah, Monroe, do you want to roll to help then?
Yes. Hello. We have a 0 length, but that's fine.
Yeah, we need to hang out more. Nice.
7.
So
you'll just be involved in the failure if there's a failure.
Yeah.
You get +1.
Crap.
I could hold you in my arms again and steady you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she's just like, what's wrong with you guys? And then like they're shooting their president.
Yeah.
And then she just unloads with her purse.
Well, so I mean, they're. Oh, you mean the guys outside? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like shooting at them.
Yeah. What's wrong with them? Yeah.
Kapow.
As like the limo jolts.
Right. Be a good roll. Thank goodness.
So
10,
7,
yes.
8, 9, 10. Yep. So if I remember correctly,
So they
let's mix it up.
And so it has auto fire, which is a thing where I can opt, which is what I was intending to do. I can opt to give the weapon area and reload, which is what I want to do. So basically, I get to hit
You
everybody,
expend a bunch of ammo.
but I have to reload to do anything. But everybody in the entire thing takes 5 harm.
Okay.
Basically.
I mean, yeah, you just kill all of them.
Yeah, and then I
So there's
start
all
reloading.
these like secret agents, like Secret Service people are just like gunned down in this lounge area.
I just like reach into the bottom of my bag and pull out like a steaming hot like giant metal box and throw it out, and then like grab another one from somewhere, which goodness knows where my clothing is too tight.
Yeah,
to have a
and
giant
so
box
the limo jolts again, and then it's obviously starting to like spin and stuff. So it's like,
Elizabeth, I think we're going down. Can you do something about that,
Connor?
Yes, I absolutely can.
Thank goodness.
What can I do about that?
I mean,
Tech it.
probably go to the cockpit and like try to.
We have to
Or
pull a
you could,
Jumanji.
like-
We have to turn the helicopter sideways. Oh, wait, no, that was afterwards. Never mind.
Gosh, that was. Oh man, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
So, yeah, Elizabeth, I guess there's 2 options. You can go to the cockpit and try to like steer it right, or you could go either. I mean, you would have to like go outside on the like surface of the like hovercraft and like try to fix the rotor.
I'll try to fix the rotor.
Okay, so you like find like a ladder and like go up like there's like a hatch right into there on the surface of the hovercraft. It's just like spinning, so you like crawl over, try to like. Okay, so first make a roll to act under pressure. Real cool.
Oh, that's easy.
To not like be thrown off.
Does this count as him doing his job, since his job is to keep the thing flying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh my gosh, doesn't matter at all. Holy cow.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so you crawl over there just fine, Elizabeth. We see Elizabeth Thorne like be a boss and just like.
This is such a good time to be rolling well.
Yeah.
Just like going over, and then now you have like your hands in this thing, right? And you're just like, okay, look, rotor is like jammed and like not working. It's on fire. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Let's see what move that is. What moves do you have?
What move did I? What do you mean?
Do you have any special moves?
It's a customizer and
I have bypass.
expert.
I don't know if bypass is gonna do anything.
No, it's like computer stuff.
Expert doesn't
It's
help.
Like mechanics.
Bypasses for subverting security measures. Customizer.
I think this might just be another act under pressure.
This lets him modify stuff he's familiar with.
Yeah,
I don't think
know if
that's gonna work really. Yeah, I think it was
How
probably.
familiar are you with flying presidential limos?
Yeah. Well, he has a truck. And she
Basically the same thing.
totally. One floats and is super nice. The other has wheels and is like a Humvee. It's fine. It's the same thing.
I feel like you might be rolling synth for this, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah, the group
If
that
there's
I
any
played
special
with
move.
did that as well, where they would substitute synth cool when it was like a tech thing for under pressure, because that makes sense.
Ooh, I should repair it then. I have 2 synth.
Yeah, me too, but I don't think either of us have the narrative justification to
Yeah.
make that roll.
exactly. You're good at using your own cybernetics, not
Yeah,
fixing dying.
I don't even own a
photographs.
vehicle, so
Exactly.
I don't know what a vehicle is.
I am a vehicle.
Yeah, I
There's a
think
note
let's
there.
roll act under pressure with synth.
Can I hold him in place since he's on the side of a limo?
No, you
Darn.
no. That's not your job. You're not supposed to do that.
My job is
I mean, you
punching
can
things,
still
but that's
do
been over for a while now.
I mean, I feel like your job is to like control the guy, right? Because you're close
Oh.
quarters. That was my idea, anyways. It's the most useful
That makes
thing,
sense.
close quarters wise. So
Yeah,
like,
so
if
roll
he gets
sense, Connor.
feisty,
To like fix the damage rider.
add 1 to it because
What's
it's your job.
Roll synth to
Roll- oh.
fix the damaged rotor.
Okay.
Add 1 because it's your job.
Yep.
And do a good job, or it's going to be over real fast.
Yeah. And 1 forward, you said.
Because of the job. Thank goodness.
Yep.
It's doing
So
so
11.
good, guys. Oh my gosh. This is,
Yep. So we
Oh,
see you just like
we're
like
doing it.
spray it with like flame retardant foam and like like
this is that part in the
take off like a damaged piece and like replace it.
this is that part in Endgame where all the chicks show up and like blow things up. Except that we
Right.
also have like Captain America.
That's just this whole session.
It's true. Except we've been doing mediocre up until
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens. We see Elizabeth doing that on the outside of the plane, outside of the hover limo, and then Valencia.
I high five you.
What?
I mean, you're like Molly took out the security forces, and I guess like the next step is kind of like going and grabbing the dude.
Oh, we don't have him yet?
He's like
I
in
thought he
some
was-
other room, like beyond.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was in the.
No, they like sent him on ahead and were like, go,
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you
A
don't.
bum rush. You should
Yeah,
have
you
said
just
that
like rush
earlier.
forward.
Yeah.
Can I cover fire for him again?
I'm gonna Shoryuken a dude right into the ceiling. His head's gonna. He's gonna stick there, hanging from the ceiling like a pinata.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What?
Yeah, you can roll help, Molly.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, no, you can't because you have to reload.
I have other guns though. Can need some.
You got to do it with a grenade.
I don't have grenades. I have my pistol, my handgun.
Oh, sorry, you mumbled that. I thought you said I have a
Oh,
grenade.
sorry. I have other guns. I said. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have lots of guns.
Okay,
In
so
fact,
just
that's
like
all I have now because my sword's broken. So
Well, what's the other gun you have? What are you
well,
using?
I also have my assault rifle, but that's not a good cover firing weapon because it explodes. But I have my pistol hand, which is
Okay.
How much damage
actually
does your
that's
pistol
only
hand
close
do?
though. Never mind. It does
Yeah,
five.
you can't use that for
Oh,
that.
okay. I throw my assault rifle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just use your assault rifle
Yeah.
'cause it's normal, right?
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
normal assault rifle.
Okay. Wait, is your assault rifle linked?
No.
No, it's just a regular weapon.
Okay, then I shouldn't use your assault rifle. Wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I just do less damage with it. It's fine. Okay. And it doesn't matter because I'm not shooting anyways. I'm just helping. So, you help me help you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 9, I think.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, so you're tied in with a failure, but
Yeah.
you will give him +1.
I don't know if this.
Valencia.
It doesn't matter to me.
This seems like a mix it up to me. So roll
Yeah.
synth, I guess. Yeah.
Mix it up. Take a +1 because it's your job. Actually, +2 because I'm helping you.
A +2.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Caleb, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, because he's doing his job. Yeah, and then
Nice.
yeah,
11.
no.
Good job. All right.
Nice. Okay.
Alright,
Oh
Shoryuken everyone into the ceiling.
gosh.
There's
Yeah,
there's
you just like
ring of people hanging
like,
from the
yeah,
ceiling with their
crashing
heads
through all the
stuck
rest of
into
these
wall,
Secret
yes.
Service dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
this gritty thriller just turned into an anime.
Oh, yeah,
we were
it's
doing so
definitely-
badly. Now we're like,
I'm like
everyone is
I'm
awesome. You're
Genos
part of the team.
from One Punch Man.
Yeah, nice.
So and then I think you get to the lavatory, and you hear
Yeah.
like whimpering coming from?
The lavatory is peeing.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Why is he in a laboratory?
Lavatory. He's going to the
The
bathroom.
lavatory.
Yeah, laboratory. Why,
Bathroom.
why is he going to the bathroom in the laboratory?
I mean, they do. Never mind. I'm gonna say it. Go on.
Gosh dang it.
All right. Enough monkey shines. Let's go steal a president.
Yeah.
So you just
What?
want to open the lavatory door?
I do it carefully because I'm about to die.
Yeah, you probably
Okay.
shouldn't be the one.
You know
to
what?
do
No,
that.
I tap the wall to find the hollow spot, and I just destroy the wall next to the door because there's probably a guy with a gun behind it because I know Caleb.
Go ahead and roll edge because you're like assessing the situation right now.
Why do I need to roll edge to punch
Can I
the wall?
No, this is you're studying the situation. You're like,
Can I roll
The
to help?
questions.
are you over there, Monroe? I mean, he kind of like ran ahead.
Oh, I wasn't sure where we were right now.
I think you're probably
No,
on
so
the middle with us,
He
right?
like cover fired. Molly cover fired, and Valencia ran forward into the. Whatever
Okay.
I think he's in the building, and now we're like kind of outside-ish, right? In the thing.
Oh no, I assumed everybody went in the.
Oh,
the limo.
okay. Yeah, right, yeah. But he's inside the building, right? We're in the limo.
He's like behind. Monroe is behind you, Molly. Or next to you.
Right. Oh, sorry. When I meant he,
Okay.
he and I meant Jared. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
Valencia.
yeah. Sorry.
is beyond you guys in a different room
Right.
next to like in the hallway next to the lavatory. Yeah. So Valencia, did you roll edge?
Oof.
That's a failure, my friend. Yeah, it seems
Ooh.
totally fine.
Wait, no, because he's doing his job, right?
I already did. I
Like the
already
guy?
added that.
Oh
I
crap!
already added the forward.
No, because that means you don't get your forward anymore either.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Double
Yeah, if you
roll.
mess it up.
Ah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me that? I wouldn't have wasted it on that crap.
I mean, you were gonna roll that anyways. Caleb wanted you to roll.
No, he set up the fiction. He's like tapping the
Yeah.
No,
door.
right.
making
I meant that like.
Well, I mean, I was gonna punch the wall.
Right, but you were tapping the door to make sure to see if there was someone beyond,
Right.
which is an assess roll, and you failed that. So
Yes.
nope, you're good.
But punching a hole through the wall is still something I would do anyway, regardless
Okay,
of the
sure.
Yeah,
situation.
it's just not gonna go as
Right,
well.
so you punch a hole through the wall. Your arm gets stuck in the
No.
door, and then there is definitely so you see the president, and his arm has turned into a giant cannon,
Oh
he's-
gosh.
pointing it at you, and he's like pretend whimpering. He's like, and
Wow.
then he's like gonna
Gosh.
like
What a tool!
blast
I
you
don't feel
away.
bad for him anymore.
Roll cool to act under pressure because you gotta have to dodge out of the way of a giant cannon.
And don't fail, or you'll probably die.
Yeah.
No pressure. Is that your roll? 12.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was a really
You just
good
pulled the
roll.
door out of the
Dang.
move.
Yeah, you probably just. I mean, you describe it to me, Valencia. How do you dodge this guy's energy cannon?
It's an energy cannon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a
Well,
plasma caster, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plasma
I rip,
projector.
I rip the door off of my arm and use it like kind of like flip his arm up with it. And then he just shoots
Nice.
off
Oh
the
right,
ceiling.
yeah. You just like tip his arm up with the door. Yeah, sure. And he just like hole in the ceiling. we see. So Elizabeth, you just fixed the rotor, and then you see like part of the like just the top of the hovercraft just like blast outward. Metal ripping into space. or
And
into
I'm
air.
just gonna sock him right in the noggin.
Okay. That's
I mean,
mix
I
it up.
assume mix it up is you're trying to take control of his freedom.
Yeah,
right?
you're trying
That's
to-
technically how the move works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
trying to take control of him.
Because
in
just
the
punching him
situation.
probably won't.
Yeah. His objective is securing. the door.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters.
So 8. So choose 2 from the mix it up list. Basically,
Choose something important breaks and his arm breaks, and then it's fine. Now he
It's
gets
something
you.
of value for you guys.
I mean, the most expensive thing in the room is definitely his arm. So
Well, I mean, make too much noise because he kind of just fired a giant cannon into
that's
the
fair.
sky.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take harm because I'm about to die.
yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I think Boomco. Or no, I guess this would be the action phase now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's happening.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
so.
So can you just say arbitrarily if something of value breaks? Can you just say, "Oh, your arms break"?
I mean, anything of value is fair game for me.
So
Although like losing a limb is part of like the harm
Yeah,
thing. I
you
feel like
wouldn't
that
lose a
might be
limb.
bit
It would just
much,
be like
but-
they don't work
Although
as well. or
yours is
something.
cybernetic, so you might get damaged, but then you could repair it.
Yes, exactly.
But either way, you succeed. So
do I want to lose an arm or lose a friend?
Decisions.
Is anyone damaged yet?
I am.
Okay.
So
oh wait, when? Oh yeah, you
From
got shrapnel at
the
the very beginning. That's right.
shrapnel.
One thing of shrapnel, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna choose
Oh,
an ally takes harm?
could I use not right now, but could I use the first
Sure.
aid thing that I have on myself, or have someone else use it on me?
Yeah, you could have already done that. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let me double
since
check
everyone's at
exchange.
full health besides me.
Yeah, I think it's fair to have.
Yeah,
someone
roll
else take
cool,
damage.
Monroe.
Yeah. Oh, ally takes damage.
Wait, why are you rolling cool?
She's gonna have treated her, or
Oh,
Monroe is going to have treated himself.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Monroe, yeah, you go roll cool.
Oh, I roll cool.
Yep.
Okay.
So Jared, you're choosing an ally gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Oh no.
That's a 7.
Oh
so
wait, never mind. I was mathing wrong.
that's fine then. Reduce your harm by 1 segment.
Reduce it.
Yep. So you're good. You're back to noon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's the other
Oh, that's
decision
what
you're
it
gonna
was for. Okay.
choose?
He's
going
gonna
to?
have somebody get hurt. One of us get
An
hurt.
ally gets hurt. Okay. So, obviously, what happens is as the guy is like shooting you with his giant cannon as you're like rough and tumbling with him in the lavatory. It's honestly like a really awkward scene, where you're like really up close and personal with this like kind of handsome looking dude in a lavatory. But he's trying to shoot you with his giant plasma cannon arm. He ends up shooting it again, like out of the ship, and it rips through the ceiling. Unfortunately, Elizabeth just happens to be crawling right there
Oh my
above.
Oh no.
Why her
What?
again? She just got healed.
No, that was
Elizabeth
Monroe.
has been hurt at all.
Yeah.
That was-
So you're gonna take 3 harm, Elizabeth.
I don't wanna. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, well, Valencia chose to damage you. That's what her choice was.
Can I do
I
it?
take 3 harm, so I'm at 21.
Wait, don't you
No,
have any
sure.
armor?
She's the only person it makes sense to have
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine.
damage.
wait, hold up.
You have
I
armor.
do have armor, I think.
Hopefully. I hope. You should, because hopefully.
Nope.
Yeah,
I
what's your
don't think I have armor.
Wait, let me look.
Yeah, you
Maybe
check
another
for me.
equipment. Oh, you don't. Oh, that's not good.
Great.
I thought that I did.
Let me check
thought
to
you did
see. Let me go ahead and do it. Let me see if the tech is supposed to have armor. Because you might have picked something instead of armor. Because that's a thing. A lot of the time you pick stuff instead of armor.
Yeah, she has a bunch of other gear that she got. Yeah, so I mean, I think what probably happens, right, is like the side of or the top of this hover limo starts to like rip off as this energy cannon goes off, and Elizabeth, you like get hit by this, and like your arm is like burned like really badly, and then I mean, roll on the harm table on the harm move, so 2d6. I mean, actually, there's probably a space to do it on your character sheet. Yeah, right next to that thing it says roll harm, and then it'd be +3 for you. And we'll see what else bad happens to you.
You were talking to me still. What I
Yep.
need to roll?
Yeah, you picked a truck instead.
Yep. Dude, come on. That was
On your
it.
character
Yeah,
sheet,
yeah.
right next to your harm clock, there's a little thing that says roll harm. Do that.
Oh, roll
+3.
harm.
Yep.
Oh.
Do that +3.
I was wondering how that worked. Harm suffered
Yep.
3.
Whenever you take harm, you roll this move.
So
All right, so a 9. So
Oh,
choose.
I can't believe that didn't.
So
get
I'm gonna choose 1. You lose your footing,
okay.
No.
That's
which
pretty good
means
then,
you
right?
fall from the hover limo.
Can I try and catch her?
No, she's on the outside. Like you're nowhere near
Oh,
each
oh,
other.
oh, right. I forgot she was still outside.
So Elizabeth, you're falling from the sky.
Well, that's not terribly bad.
What do you want to
This
do?
is a good time for you to
I've
have.
been in worse situations.
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. That's me.
The car
What am I rolling for this
I
then?
don't know.
Or
What
am
do you
I
wanna
doing
do?
something or?
I mean, you're falling to your death. What do you want to do?
You don't have any gear, do you?
I mean,
Nope.
I have gear, but nothing that's gonna really do anything in this situation.
Your truck
I mean,
drives
no,
right
no,
underneath
no.
you with a bunch of mattresses.
Well, no, I have like cyberware with like magnification and stuff like that. So I just like see like a place that I can like grab onto or something like that, and I just act under pressure. I just smoothly grab or,
Yeah,
or
grab the
land
side of
on
the
something
building or
else to like
something.
grab on the side of the building. Yeah.
Can I help him by throwing a bunch of corpses where he's going to land?
I think you're tied up. At the moment.
No. That
I'm
makes
not-
no sense, Jared.
Yeah, it'll be a soft landing.
Also
Yeah, so
disgusting
Connor,
ones.
roll edge, I believe. No, yeah, I think it's edge. Whatever assess is.
I thought it was gonna be act under pressure.
No, first to like to assess a place, because that's what you're doing with your goggles.
Okay, then I just take the landing. I don't even use my goggles.
I think you
Okay,
might.
so you just want to like
I'll
I'll just
act under
take
pressure
the landing and roll. Yep.
and roll. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, but if you
Land
roll
on a
badly,
corpse
you're gonna die.
What's the forward?
Oh,
Forward is nothing.
Nothing.
Caleb,
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Caleb, corpse
Yeah.
pile.
oh gosh.
Pretty sure you're dead.
Caleb, corpse pile.
So we see Elizabeth trying to like maneuver herself, right? Because you're like falling in a cityscape. This is like Coruscant style stuff, right? And you guys were pretty high up when this happened, because his tower, right, is probably like really high up in the cityscape. And you start falling, and you try to like maneuver yourself to like get to a building as you're just like, kind of like, is there a thing I can grab onto? And we definitely see you start to like reach for a thing, like get to a point where you could probably like hit some sort of like there's like a garden like in the some sort of like gazebo, like top of the roof garden of one of these like rich person's towers, and like there's like a pool you could like try to dive into, but then you just get sideswiped by a hovercraft.
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Wait, can she grab onto the hovercraft?
Why are there just random hovercrafts flying through?
This is
the president's
Coruscant.
area?
This is literally Coruscant.
I know, but this is the president. They're not gonna just be flying.
But you
across
also made too much
Elevator.
noise with your explosion, so they might have come.
Exactly.
No, that would have made more people flee.
No, I don't think that's how Caleb was going to spin that.
I mean,
So, what happens?
I mean, you took 3 harm as
Oh,
well,
crap.
so you are there, Connor. Remember?
Does that mean you're dead?
And you take 3 harm again, probably.
oh,
I
that means
mean-
he's only at 23 then, right?
Let's do this. I'll put it at 2. I think you'll take 2 harm from this.
Okay.
So you're not gonna like die immediately or whatever. But then you're gonna roll like harm again with the 2.
I don't think you technically
2.
die when you hit the net anyways. I think you roll.
Yeah, you just have to like
Something.
get immediate medical attention or you
Yeah,
die.
you have to obtain agricultural.
Hey,
That's a.
So
not that
an
good, that's
8.
That's better than nothing.
So I choose one more. Let's see.
You lose your foot, you fall again. No, I'm kidding. That's not an option, but. Or wait, maybe it is. It is.
I mean, probably, right? I could just be like,
I mean,
she
she's
doesn't
still
grab onto the
falling,
hovercraft
right?
and she just
Yeah.
keeps falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad. But not very nice.
Where's
Or
the
you
president
lose your
right
grip
now?
on whatever you're holding.
Where's the president at right now?
In the bathroom.
In the hover limo. Valencia has him.
Oh,
he's in the
brought him
hover
in,
limo
okay.
now?
I guess
That
you
already
managed to
He's in
grab
the
him.
lavatory of the yeah. He succeeded.
Oh, the lavatory was in the hover limo.
What?
Yes. You
This
Oh.
is
You guys
getting very
understand?
No, so, okay,
confusing to
okay.
follow.
I thought that we were in a hover limo and there was a bathroom
Yes.
outside the hover limo.
No.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
no,
what
no,
I
no, no.
thought,
This
too.
is okay.
So-
Imagine this is like Air Force One. Like,
Right.
this
See,
is
the problem
like,
is I was picturing like a really nice helicopter. They just don't have bathrooms.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's
no,
my
no.
fault.
That's why I kept saying hover limo. It's
Yeah,
legitimately a
didn't
hover limo.
know what that meant. So but I see now.
None of us made an attempt to save Connor when we could have.
We couldn't. I tried, but I was not in a place to do it. So. But now I understand. Okay.
Yes. So you're flying in the thing and
Situation is
Valencia-
much less bad than I thought it was,
Yes. Yes.
except for Elizabeth dying. That's not good.
I mean, yeah, Elizabeth. I mean,
Can we fly down and try and get her? Oh, you have a thing to finish on that.
yeah, I had to choose one of these things.
Something
and it's-
important
You
should
lose your
break.
footing, which means she falls. You lose your grip on whatever you're holding, which means she falls. You lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or
Well,
someone.
maybe
gets the
that just
drop
means
on you.
that the car like jets off, right? Like she loses the track of us. Like it just flies off with her on it. No?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so you're like clinging to life on the back of this hovercraft, and like you just get zoomed off somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what
Can
happens.
anyone fly
All
this thing?
Yeah, that was my question.
Elizabeth could have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
what would the role to fly it be?
Sin?
Either acting under pressure, so cool, or synth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one for cool.
I have 2 sin.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Valencia, you're like holding this guy down, right? You have the president in your hands, but like the pilot is still in the front of the hovercraft. And you don't know what happened to Elizabeth. So
Oh, okay. So the,
she was
the
just supposed to be
pilot's
on the
still
outside. Yeah, the pilot's still there.
there. Okay.
That's the last guy you had to deal with.
Did I see her fall? Since I was like keeping an eye out for stuff to come out.
No, you guys were inside the hover limo at that point.
But
But
there's no
are there
windows or
windows?
anything.
Because
Because like my job was to like defend us, so I assume I'm like keeping watch.
yeah, okay. Let's say. Well, I can say that you saw that. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, so I think I probably yell like, Elizabeth just fell off the, she fell off the machine. We need to go get her. She's on that car. She points down.
As it just zooms
Yeah.
away.
Ooh.
I mean, we could convince the pilot.
But
to
there.
fly.
Oh, yeah. I suppose
The
there was
pilot's
probably a
gonna
real
fly.
pilot.
Yeah. So do Monroe and Molly like go up to the front? then?
I think Monroe should do this because our hardball's edge and I'm bad at hardball. So
Yeah. So do you want to like intimidate the dude to like
I think
Yeah.
so.
fly
Yeah.
over?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
Yeah. What does Monroe say then?
I mean, we have the president's in the thing, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Valencia
just
has the
like-
president.
yeah, he's just like follow that.
Is he
Vehicle.
unconscious?
I don't
President.
Is that what you wanted?
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
And tied up this time.
Mhm. Sure.
And I rip his arm in and out.
Jeez, that's probably gonna hurt. Might kill him.
Yeah.
It's a robot arm. It's not like he's gonna bleed to death.
But it has to be attached to something.
It has to be
Nah.
attached to some nerves.
You should just
somewhere.
like punch the hand until it's like mangled, and then you can't do
Okay.
Sure.
And also his kneecaps.
What? It's okay. This guy.
I don't think that last one happens. Yeah. So Monroe, you just say like, just like matter of factly, like follow that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll edge. Play hardball. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no. Wait, can
That is a
Bye.
5.
can
my
I
friend.
help? Can I have help? Because I was gonna go up there with
You
her,
should just
remember?
make your own separate roll.
And she should get a
Not
+1
after
because
she's
it's her
already
job,
rolled.
right?
Yeah.
I said I went up there though.
Right, but you didn't say you helped in
Yeah.
any meaningful way, and then she rolled already. So because it's take +1 forward,
Yeah.
you can't give her posthumous bonus.
Yeah, I know.
But can he just make his own roll using?
I don't think that's how the system works. It has to fail
No.
forward.
No. Yeah, it has to fail forward. So
And also, this is play hardball, which means we have to kill him now. or do
yeah,
something.
it literally basically it
gosh.
means
We have
like
to follow through on whatever violence we promised. So
Wait, you promised to kill him?
yeah, he
I don't
just
remember. What
like
was the
says no.
violence
He's
that
like
you promised?
I will not betray my my company.
Can I fast
I
talk
mean-
him? Since it's a different move.
I mean, probably what happens is
Just have a follow-up to
he
this.
has to do a thing. I think what happens is he says I will not betray my company, and he just like I think he just puts it in dive.
Oh gosh. I mean, I would just like knock him out and push him out of the seat and grab the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so mix it up, I guess, because he's gonna like fight you if you do that.
Yeah.
Can I mix it up? I'm really
Wait.
good at that. No, let's let Monroe kill things. It's
I
fine.
mean, I'm the one that has to like follow through on the
Yeah,
threat,
that's
right?
that's
so
true. You're right. You're right. This is your thing. Yeah. Nice.
that's
Good job.
8. It's better.
Yes. So you have to choose 2 of the options from the mix it up.
Okay.
Don't choose something important breaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say make too much noise and I take harm.
He pulls out a gun, sticks it to your forehead, and fires.
What was the first one you
No.
chose?
Make too much noise.
Make too much noise.
Okay.
We keep doing this, we're gonna get shot by nukes.
Yeah, well,
So much.
It's gonna
fine.
be like, all right, well, blow up everything. Okay, so then
Yeah.
you take harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he grabs probably like grabs a pistol at some point in the point, and I think you take 2 harm.
Okay.
But he dies, right? Or gets knocked out.
He's gone. Yeah. So go ahead and mark 2 on your clock, and then roll
Yeah.
the harm move with 2.
3.
That is not good, or that is good actually. Sorry, I forget that this one's the opposite way around.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I think 3, nothing bad happens. Yep, you're good.
Cool.
So you get a glancing shot. It just like it's his flesh wound. It's fine.
Just a flash one.
Cool. Yeah. So now do you want
so
to like
who's gonna-
fly the hovercraft?
Yeah.
What did you say the role was gonna be, Sim?
Synth are cool,
Okay.
but I mean synth for someone who like actually knows how to fly something.
Right.
Cool would just be like anyone trying to
Figuring it
figure it
out.
out in a
Yeah.
moment.
What's your cool, Enro?
1.
Okay,
My cool and synth are both 1.
mine's also 1, and I don't know how to fly it, so I would
Hero.
use my Sim. So
Yeah, I feel
think
like it would
you
be
should-
Monroe.
It makes more sense.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm the one trying to handle this situation right now.
Yeah.
So Carly, with that blanket on you, it totally like I'm just imagining Monroe wearing like one of those like fur like no, like when you had it like there before it was like
Yeah,
one of those
just like
like
a
fur
cape.
aviator jackets,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Nice. So it's your bomber jacket. It's fine.
exactly, yeah.
Getting into character for your flying.
Yeah, so cool.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just roll and you got a
Yep.
6?
Can I help? Get a
Okay.
6.
So your goal was to like fly it over
You're
to
doing
like
so well.
help Elizabeth. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please tell me you didn't just like ram the other.
I mean,
uh,
that seems like the obvious complication here.
but hey, at least if you ram it, she can jump from one to the other. Get
I
back
think what happens is you go too fast. You just like are trying to like drive it and like you're starting to get up to the other hovercraft, and then you like jolt a little bit too much and like press a button you shouldn't, and then suddenly it's like and it rams into the thing. Elizabeth, you're gonna have to roll cool to not like fall off as you're like still like hanging off this
If
hovercraft.
she
like,
succeeds at cool, can she jump onto our limo?
yes.
At this
Awesome.
point, I'm totally running to the opening hatch to try and catch her.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, Connor, roll cool.
And where am I exactly?
You're jumping.
You're
from
on the other
one-
hovercraft that hit you.
You're trying
So,
to jump back
okay.
into ours because we just crashed into you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's basically when this
Roll
when,
cool, you said, or edge?
Cool. When the hover limo rams the hovercraft that you're on, whether or not you can like manage to like
Thank goodness.
keep like holding on and like make a... Okay.
All right,
Good.
so-
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
stressful.
So what happens is it rams the hovercraft, and then Elizabeth, you like get like jolted off, and we see this like moment where you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, and then you I think Valencia is just there, like in the hatch, like the hatch is she just opens the hatch and then just like catches Elizabeth right as she like falls back. But again, Elizabeth, you're like gonna die, like you're about to
Yeah.
die. You've been you've been very very hurt.
Yeah.
I shove stims inside of her.
You don't have any stims.
Yeah, now might be the good time for the bloodshot thing that we never used on Jared.
Nobody has gear.
Doesn't I'm pretty sure that Carly has one hold for gear, doesn't she? From her
Oh,
plan?
that's true. She has
I
one
have
hold
one
she can
hold,
still
yeah.
spend.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna die otherwise. As much as I think Jared needs this, she needs it more. She doesn't
Yeah.
have-
So what
I
can
still
I
have one hit, I
do with that?
I think what we can probably do. So if you just want to like, do your first aid stuff, Monroe.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
how much harm is she at though?
2300, but this is a special.
2300, right? So what I'm saying is you can use the stem to like aid you to like do better than you would be able to normally.
Okay.
Try
Like
to
maybe
stabilize
it
her.
lets
Okay.
it's like epinephrine. It lets it circulate her system faster. Or
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and roll. I think it's what's the move?
It's cool.
Cool.
I
yeah.
mean, do I specifically need to be doing this, or can I just hand off the gear to everyone
you're
else?
the only
Because I'm
character
trying
who
to fly the
Who has the best cool? Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Who has the best cool?
I do. I have 2 cool.
You
Stab
can't do it
yourself.
It
yourself.
is not
But-
me.
I only have 1. Sorry.
I mean,
So
I
I
only
th-
have
I
one
put it on
too.
autopilot.
I think it would be Molly doing this.
I guess I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. No pressure. Okay. Here we go.
This is just like horribly hurt.
I
Well,
hand
okay,
you.
can I help by like walking her through what she needs to do while I try to
Yeah,
fly?
you're just yelling back at me.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You can roll a
Okay.
help.
I don't know what that means. All right, here we go. I give you something to bite on for the pain, and then I do the thing. Here we go. Oh, you're gonna roll help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll links first.
Yeah.
Oh, 6.
Dang.
That didn't help.
All right. Okay, I did it. I got a 9.
9. Nice.
Okay.
It's too bad the help didn't fire.
Basically, you can reduce her
So
harm
close.
by 2 segments.
Okay, so now she's at 2100, right?
Yeah. Well, let me look.
'Cause she was at 23, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So you're right
awesome.
before the point where it becomes.
Whew, all right,
critical.
go. All right. What are we doing? We should probably get out of here. And then
You're muted, Jared. If you're trying to say something.
No, I'm done, Jacob.
Oh, okay. Just to make sure.
Monroe, I think
yeah.
we probably ought to make the call.
You get
Oh,
the president
to,
tied up in the
like-
back.
Right.
Yeah. The
I
whole
mean-
point of doing this in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, like, who specifically are we trying to like?
Just their organization, I guess. We need to call.
Okay.
Yeah. Just basically be like, we have your president. Like, call off all operations.
I mean, really, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but anyway, it's probably better than asking him. He'll probably say no. So, because leaders are always like, for some reason, super ballsy. I
I
have a
mean,
feeling
this guy
that
has
guy
a
is.
cannon arm.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, I am currently trying to fly this thing, so
I mean, you can talk in private. It's fine.
I mean,
I mean, at this point, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry
You're not
too
in
much
Illinois.
about like.
It's not illegal.
I mean, also there's no like stressful situation in which you have
Okay.
to like you can just fly at a normal speed somewhere.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Like.
that's a weird feeling. It's not a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
okay, then yeah, I would make the call.
Okay. Yeah. So Yeah. So someone picks up. And you just hear a woman's voice say, "Hello."
We have your president. Leave our families alone, and he won't die.
Correct.
Interesting. You have the president, you say?
I mean, we all know this is a fake president, right?
The fake president has a cannon arm. I
Well,
mean,
so this is the thing.
I spent
guys.
an intel on it, so it's like accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Monroe failed a prepare the mission move, which maybe
Right,
means
they're
that they
ready for
knew about you.
So they don't
Oh,
care.
right,
advance.
crap.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that's probably what she says, right? Like, it's like
We
you
don't
have
have
our
time for
decoy.
it to be a fake one, Caleb. It's
Right,
already
but I
done.
mean- Okay, you know what I think she says actually? She says, I do want to thank you. You've done exactly what I wanted.
Excuse me?
It is taking everything in Elizabeth not to shoot him in the head.
The
Yeah, let's
decoy?
not do that. Well, he's the real president. It just doesn't matter apparently. Hey,
Oh, right.
Elizabeth, you have like splicing stuff. Can you figure out where this call is coming from?
Probably. I hope so.
Yeah.
You should do that.
You have
What is?
bypass, right?
Yeah, is that cool? Yeah, it is. Why 6?
That's a fail.
So
So you can't trace it.
time for that. Crap. Okay.
And I think she says, I've been waiting for an opportunity just like this. Thank you for getting rid of him. Everything should be in place now for me to be the new president. You can just shoot him. That's fine.
Oof.
Wait.
No, let's shoot both of them.
Don't have one. That's the problem. That's why I wanted you to figure out where it's coming from. Dang it. Can we record the call that's happening right now?
Yes. Maybe. Hold
I
up.
assume,
Do I?
Right?
Hold up. I think
I mean, just like the future. I assume you can just
Yeah,
like.
that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I have a neural interface.
Can we use this is a Genetisoft
Oh, never mind. It doesn't make sense.
Genetisoft vehicle. So can we get into their network and broadcast the conversation to the rest of the this guy has to have buddies or he wouldn't be in charge.
Yeah.
Can we broadcast it to the rest of like all of their channels?
You could attempt
To
to
the
do something
gala?
like that. Oh, yeah, to the gala.
Just over the loudspeakers.
Sick.
Let's see. What would that be?
I don't want it to be a roll. I want it to just happen.
Sorry. That's definitely a roll. I would think like act under pressure with synth.
Does Elizabeth have room for this? You have like hacking moves.
Oh right, yeah, it would probably just be bypass again.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so you can't trace the call, but you can attempt to break down the security to like make that
Yeah, you
recording
could, like, get
possible and like
into
send
it,
it to the exactly.
Okay, cool.
Because that's the only issue, right? It's like you can easily pump a recording somewhere as long as the security isn't stopping you from doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elizabeth, you can go ahead and
All right,
roll.
one more
cool.
time.
Okay.
You can do it.
Roll cool?
Yeah.
Or okay.
You're cool as too. You can do it.
Mhm.
We just have to. I'm running out of ideas.
Go forward.
Don't do the snake eyes.
Wait, can I help
Yeah.
I can.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
okay.
Thank
It's
goodness.
12.
I love it.
Whew.
So you managed to do this, Elizabeth, and suddenly the conversation is now pumping the gala. We get the shot of like all of these like fancy people, right? Like drinking and like having conversations and eating like shrimp. And like suddenly there's on the speakers
Space
there's just
shrimp.
this conversation. Space shrimp.
I don't even know how you.
They're just
make
called
that
shrimp.
word.
Shrimp. Yep.
They're just still called shrimp.
Yeah.
Sprint.
Shrimp
Sorry.
maybe. So, what was the next thing you guys were gonna say? I guess she says, whoever's on the line says,
Yeah, I mean,
I-
did we catch her saying like go ahead and shoot him on that part? Or-
no, I mean
okay.
it has to be
Dang it.
after
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So now the trick is like getting her to say something that would
Yeah.
be compromising.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't immediately say anything, she probably says, why was it that you had this plan in the first place? Exactly. Would you enlighten me?
This is perfect. Yeah, I mean, he just says because you have my daughter and you threatened the rest of our families.
Oh, I didn't do anything like that. That was just him. Our dear old president.
But you're
An
not
absolute shame.
countering his actions.
Oh, what do you think all of this has been? I knew that he was doing some corrupt practices, but I didn't know it had gone this far, at least not until you all brought it to my attention, so I very much thank you for that. I ensure that Genetisoft will be a much better company after he is retired.
We don't care about your company. We want our kids back.
Oh, you'll get them back. Not a problem at all. I have no issue with you or anyone else for that matter.
Find a hard time believing that.
The Genetisoft clocks it otherwise.
Yeah, can I make like a
Assess roll.
be assess? Yeah.
Roll that edge.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yep.
10.
So you can ask 3.
Ask a whole bunch of questions. That's good. We needed that.
Okay. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Yeah.
What do I notice despite an effort to conceal this? The voice sounds familiar to you, but you can't quite place it.
It's Dr. B.
The only other female character.
I
that
have
we've-
a feeling that I know who it is, but I don't know if I'm right for my character.
Mhm.
You could say, how is she vulnerable to me? That might be a good one. Or what is the best way in that, like, you know, getting her to talk, whatever.
Where can I gain the most advantage?
Yeah.
By putting in a good word with whoever this new president's gonna be. I mean, as long as you play nice with her, you might be able to get all of this, like, you know.
I'm not
Take it
good
away
at
and-
playing nice.
I know you aren't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she seems genuine, from what you can tell.
I mean, yeah. How is she vulnerable to me?
How is she vulnerable to you?
Mm-hmm.
She's not. You don't know anything about this lady.
Okay.
I mean, we could just ask her for proof that she's
Mhm.
going to do that. Like,
I mean, yeah.
if you're going to make such a big difference, then prove it or whatever. You know?
Who says that? You, Molly?
Well, she's making the roll, right? Or I guess.
Yeah. I would just say
This is probably fast talk. What's your style?
Yeah, I think so.
which is -1.
I have one style. I assume
Yeah.
nobody else has a good style,
Yeah,
right?
You say it.
Yeah. See, I think she's like, well, if you're so magnanimous, then prove to us that our kids are safe. And do
Okay.
I know that you've done this? That you've piped this to the Gala? Gala?
I
Gallagher
assume so.
was
That's what
speech.
Elizabeth did, right?
Yeah. Do I know this?
Elizabeth, I assume you told everybody. You let them know that this is happening. Connor.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's like, this conversation is being broadcasted to the Gala. If you want to prove to the other people there that you're different than this guy, and she gestures, even though it's a call, then now's your chance.
Okay. I mean, roll style.
Yeah, I gotta roll. Crap.
Monroe can definitely roll links to help though,
Yeah, I'll do that.
because obviously you've been talking. To them.
I have a move though. If I give you a pep talk, which would be kind of weird since we're on the phone with this lady right now, but if I give you a pep talk, I can basically just give you as if I had rolled +10 to help you.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could be silently egging me on, right?
Yeah.
Not
Nah,
silently, but quietly.
The pep
Maybe-
talk is like an actual. Nah, I don't
Dang
think
it.
there's enough time for that.
Okay. Then I'll just roll a link.
Oh, nope, that's a fail.
No. All right.
Forward.
Here it goes. My goodness.
9.
So the 9. NPCs do it, but someone will
Got a
find
9.
out. The
What?
the NPCs do it, but someone will find out. The MC will advance the appropriate countdown
I mean,
clock.
everybody has found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
also, I
it
just
seems-
insinuated that we kidnapped the president of the company. So, to a bunch of people who are presidents of companies.
Yep, it's true.
So guys, I hear Australia is nice. I mean, this isn't Earth.
I mean,
hear
all I'm hearing is future job
I hear New
opportunities.
Kazran is
knocking.
nice this time of year.
Exactly.
So you say that, and I think she says, oh, a recording, you say? Wow, you guys are ingenious. Oh, of course. Don't worry about it. Here, I'm piping a video feed to you right now. They're safe and sound. And like immediately the limo pops open, or like the video screens like show all of your like the family members that were threatened like totally fine, and they're like in their normal places now.
Could I make another assess roll to determine who this is if I would have any way of knowing? Since you said the voice sounds familiar.
No, because assess roll was what you gave you the information in the first place. You could roll a
okay.
research.
Okay.
And when you have the time to David
have a
died
0
in
with
one
mind
way.
anyway.
But yeah, I mean, David died, so there he is.
That was weird. Man,
I thought you meant that his character died. I was like, when did that happen?
Same.
I just fall over from shock. That was super weird. I don't know
What
why
did
that
you hear
happened.
about that? What did you hear?
I said, "What does she say?" And I didn't get a response because
Yeah, so she basically was like, a bunch of video screens popped up in the limo and was like, here, they're safe. And it was them just like in their normal places looking for
yeah. She just sighs and kind of slips back, and I'll get back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, is that where like it ends, I guess?
I'm tempted to make a scene, be like, and where's my family? Because
I'm very sorry, Miss Steele. I don't know. I wish I did though. I don't do business with innovative shipping.
That. And we
That
basically
sets
know
off.
that's a lie, right?
I mean, she's claiming like personally she doesn't do business with in-ship.
Okay. She's not claiming that the business.
No, she's not claiming that Genetisoft doesn't.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so she says, feel free to leave the president wherever. I'll make sure that he is brought to justice. Of course, you could just kill him. I wouldn't recommend that. That wouldn't look good for you, but you are mercenaries, so I wouldn't put it past you. This man did a whole lot of horrible things.
What are we doing? What's going on?
She's basically just like, what are you going to do with the president now?
Oh,
Kill him.
I mean,
I think a lot of us personally want to, but
this conversation being like broadcast.
yeah.
Exactly. And you can sense that she's like kind of almost goading you to like make even a bigger like name like problem for yourselves by doing this like live on air.
Listen, we have what we want. We don't. I like kind of turn away from the thing. We have what we want. If we do this, we'll just have this happen again from somebody else. Is our police corporations a thing in this world?
Probably.
Is it definitely a cyberpunk? Okay, yeah. We'll just have one of the police corporations down our throat. Won't be any different. We just turn them over to one of them, and I'm sure this new Genetisoft person can pay them enough money to lock him away forever, or whatever. I don't know. But we can't kill him, or we'll just be back where we started.
Yeah, I think Monroe says, like, he's not necessarily directing it towards anyone. Like, he's not necessarily talking directly towards this lady, but he just kind of says, even if I may have wanted to in the past, I won't take his life just because he took my wife's.
So we're not going to kill the decoy?
He's not a decoy.
Or that's not what I meant. We're not going to kill the
old president.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying we should.
I mean, I'm personally not going to,
we're all individuals.
especially since we're being broadcast, so we're not gonna at least say
I mean,
that.
really, it's
gonna kill him.
the question of Connor, are you going to kill him?
Not if my family could see it. No.
I mean, they can't. This is just to the gala, but they'd probably find out.
They definitely find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Monroe adds to that statement too, that I think he's like, even if your company took my wife's life, like, it gave me my daughter, and she's the only piece of my wife I have left. And so he's like, I'm not gonna kill this guy just because he made some horrible decisions.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we would just like fade out from the scene there, and then you guys like give him up to justice, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, we'd probably just drop him off at the gala. And I mean, this
Right.
guy's gonna get assassinated in a week anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And so I think what we see is we get the montage starts right at the very end
Yeah.
here, and we see like a neon like screen that has like a heading, a news article. What's the thing I'm trying to say? A news
Newsflash.
story. A news story like on a big screen, some big building somewhere on the planet, and it basically like says like, you know, president of Genetisoft commits suicide in prison, sort of a thing. Right?
Oh
like,
gosh.
Yeah.
Who?
He committed suicide by shooting himself in the face from 20
No,
meters.
who?
Exactly right. It's one of those situations. There's like very obviously it was a murder, but
The president got murdered,
president.
but they said it was a suicide because
Okay.
and so we like have this montage happening. We see the rest of you like, you know, reuniting with your family.
garroted himself.
We see Valencia like going back probably to the Fight Club and like obviously not having a reunion with her daughter, right? Because she still doesn't know where she is, and maybe just taking it out on whatever random guy she's punching to get a cyberware.
Yeah.
Monroe, did you still want to
I think
make
that'd
that
be a really
research
good
roll?
last shot.
Yes, I do. But can someone help me? Can like Elizabeth help me with this? Because I have 0 for mine.
Yeah, so Monroe wants to research who the new president is.
Oh.
And I think as a player, I think I know as a player, but
I think you do. I think you do.
really
know
want to know.
I want to know. Wait, is this a character from Elysian Road? Is that what
I
you're
just want to make the roll and figure it out.
Right. saying? Dylan.
It's been Dylan the whole
Gosh.
time.
Connor, can you help me with this roll? Would your character help me with this roll?
The roll for
Or to do research to see if I can figure out who this lady was. Why
Who
her
the-
voice sounded familiar. The new president.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. And roll
I'm down with
your
that.
link with me, which is 2.
I have to roll it, or
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll
because you're
blanks.
helping.
Roll link.
I'm helping her. I see.
Yeah.
Not Zelda.
Nice. Jeez.
Yep.
Nice. Plus what?
+1.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
So-
yeah.
so one
This could be
forward.
better than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. 12. Okay, so you take intel. The MC will answer your question, and so let's see. When you you ask a question from the list below. So,
Okay. What list?
in research and basic moves.
Okay.
I mean, we can basically just say the question is who is
Yeah, who
this
is
person?
he?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, none of those really work.
exactly. But I'm fine with that. Learning the identity of someone makes sense. So I think the last as we're going through this montage, we see Monroe like doing research on this. We see him pull up a screen that says Castro Pharmaceutical Services
I knew it.
goes bankrupt.
Ah.
We see Castro
I knew
Pharmaceutical
it.
Services goes bankrupt.
What?
And it's just like this obviously the company is closing, like the whole corporation is like going under because of a horrible catastrophe that happened during the first battle of the war with the Imperium, where they lost like billions and trillions of dollars worth of
Wow.
incredibly expensive experimental medical stuff.
Yikes.
I wonder who did that. But then the last
hate her so much.
shot we see is a hover limo, going through the cityscape, and we see someone from the back, which sees like a blonde bun, power suit, like business suit sort of thing, right? And this person is holding like a glass of wine, and we just see their arm like from the back, and just go like this and sip, and then we slowly get a pan around, and we see Captain Chloe Lasmos sitting in a seat in this hover limo.
Freaking do it.
That's the lady from the ship at the beginning, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Looking at a screen that basically
It was
says
classic Chloe Lasmos. The whole thing.
Looking at the situation, and basically like she looks at the like a news article on the screen, and it basically says like Genetisoft hires new president, and she has a fake name that she's like going under at this point, as the president, but she kind of like just smiles at the picture of herself, and takes another sip of her wine, and that's when we cut.
Gosh. Okay.
Cool.
And like as soon as you said that it was a woman that answered the phone, I was like,
Yeah, and Monroe, you are familiar with this person because the reason you knew the voice was because I think you went to Castro first with your wife. And it was a
probably.
long time ago.
I was under the impression that that's where I got my eyes. But that was too.
That can make sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Let's say that. That makes sense.
Were we gonna have scenes for like meeting the kids again, or whatever?
I mean,
or do we?
I assume you just we montaged it. You met them again.
Oh, okay.
Like, was there anything in particular you wanted to say?
I had an idea.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So I think you see the shot of Valencia punching taking her anger out on probably a person, but and then Molly and Rachel walk in through the door to the fight club, I guess.
Yeah. So you literally took your daughter to fight club.
Here I found a picture. There we go. Anyways, so she tries to just sort of waits at the side for Valencia to notice and stop punching things.
Sure.
He's muted.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I was saying?
Say again.
Did you hear what I was?
Oh. I accidentally hit my scroll wheel on my headset.
Oh, gotcha. I came into the fight club where you're at with my daughter, and I'm standing next to the thing waiting for you to finish. You're punching.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get your attention or whatever. So, but yeah, she's just waiting there.
Okay. Well, I come talk to you once I'm done beating the snot out of the guy.
Okay. So she smiles. She says, "It's good to see you're back in fighting shape."
Yeah, the hole in my head's gone. That's good.
She chuckles and she says, "Hey, listen, Valencia, I know we got out of Genetisoft's crosshairs, but honestly, I feel like we might have put a target on their back with everything that happened, and I feel like Rachel and I need to get off world. And I thought, there's almost no chance that your daughter is still. You had a daughter, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, and a husband who went to try and find her.
Right. I'm sure your family isn't on this planet anymore, and maybe you'd have more luck out there looking for her. Anyways, would you come with us?
So based off of everything I've found out, what are the chances of that they're still on this planet?
I mean, at this point, I feel like you followed every lead you possibly could. It seems like what your character would have done. So yeah,
Plus,
it
if your
seems
husband
logical.
left, I don't know if you meant left the world or left the country, but
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know how much slave labor there is on Midas, but I imagine a lot of slaves get sold off world because it's just I feel like smarter to not locally sell your stuff. So yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I think she's like, the corporations, because the Imperium is basically made up of these corporations, right? That's why they're fighting against the rebellion for other characters in the other game. Is that correct?
No.
No.
Midas is at war with the Imperium right now because you guys caused a war between them.
Oh,
They're completely separate from the White Sun
that's what
Brotherhood.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I knew we had like a small army at some point, and like I couldn't.
Oh
remember how
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because
Yeah, we
those
started
are
a war.
revolutionaries that were on Midas that were fighting
okay.
against the corporations.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So I think she's like,
Yeah.
I know a guy. He used to live here, but he found some people that were fighting against the corporations. At least if we're out there with them hunting us, we'll have backup. I thought maybe I could reach out to them, and who knows, maybe with their resources, we might be able to find your husband and your daughter. There's a space road we can take. See?
It's an Elysian Road.
Well, I've sure as heck run out of ideas, so why not?
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I feel a lot better with you along with us. Yeah, I think we set up a ship to leave soon. I'll see you at the port in probably tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, I'll see you then. Got some packing to do and some last minute, business. I look behind me, business to take care of.
Yeah, she just chuckles. Yeah, and she's like, I appreciate everything you've done for us. We wouldn't have gotten out of that without you. And yeah, she just kind of like gives you a smile and then goes
A
to
romantic smile.
No, a normal smile, a friendly smile, a two links smile. Yeah.
Are any of the others coming with us?
Oh yeah. She says, well, I doubt Elizabeth's going to be willing to leave her massive family on Midas alone. Well, I don't know.
You
about
guys are going to which
Oh.
planet?
We're gonna go join the group from the other game. Basically, was my plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they are fighting corpse, and those are the people that are after us.
They're fighting corpses.
Yep.
I mean, they're not. That's not what they're doing. They're going somewhere completely. They're fighting the Imperium, if anything.
Right. Well, whatever. They're people she knows. They were fighting the corpse, right?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Anyway, she figures it'll be safer, and she knows somebody that like used to be there, or whatever. So Monroe, you're trying to remember. We have so many backstories packed into this one thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
History
remember.
teacher.
Yeah, I guess your character
Mhm.
wouldn't. Would they have a reason not to leave?
Not really.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
I mean, like, he's got a job and everything, but I feel like that's all kind of gone down the drain with this thing that we did. So
Right. Yeah. See, I'm always like, well, I guess I hadn't thought to ask Monroe. I figured he had a job and kid and stuff, but I
doubt after
suppose,
this.
yeah, I suppose maybe I'll ask him too. That's a good idea. And then, yeah, she like probably flips out her phone or whatever and steps out to make a call. And it's past midnight, so if you want, we can montage that call.
yeah.
But we can like do the soundless thing where she calls him and we get an idea of his
Yeah.
answer based on the call.
Molly and Monroe are definitely gonna end up together sometime. It's gonna happen.
Who and who?
Molly and Monroe.
I mean, I have more links with let's see than I do with
Who's
oh, that's
Molly?
true.
Molly, me.
David.
Oh, I thought you said Ollie.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
so what do we see? what's Monroe's silent reaction to the call? Does he look like he agrees, or?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, he says yes because he's like, I mean, better to get me and my daughter off planet
Right.
and like somewhere safer.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right, then yeah. I'm good with that. Sorry, I just wanted to. I felt like that was a cool direction.
Yeah.
Most of
No,
these
for sure.
characters
Yeah, I
can be
liked it.
tied back to stuff.
Cool. Elizabeth, what's the last thing we see from you?
I don't know, I really like this character, and I felt like the story I was going for totally did not match up at all with what we actually ended up doing.
Can we see your giant family at Burger King?
No,
Big
Not
Taco
Burger
King.
Taco King.
no.
We finally went out
Definitely
for
not.
dinner.
McTaco.
That, like this was a big revenge thing for her,
Right.
and so I just wanted it to be like okay, well, she's just doing the one thing that she would never do if she was supposed to be taking care of her own family, but she is because
I think that's a really
she's
cool
out
like
of her family now. It was like it's such a cool like. Oh,
I mean, I think it would be cool to see because she was like a revenge story against Genetisoft, right? That's what you're saying,
right, but
I think-
Genetisoft is still a thing.
right? But that's what my point. I think it's a cool, like, what's the word? Contrast to end on a note where we see her being like, "I'm not
Time
done
to get
yet."
it back. Yeah. I'm
Right.
not done
Yeah,
yet.
like they're leaving, they're done, but I'm not done. And we see you like doing something sketchy, like hacking something or whatever with Genetisoft's like logo on it, and you're just like, yeah, not done yet. Because I think that's a cool like we're moving on and we're good, and you're like, nah, I'm still here, I'm still doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's up to you. It's your character. I just think that would be a cool
Yeah,
like,
no,
contrast.
And,
like
that's
you said,
exactly what a character would do. But I really want this character to join the Elysian Road group then too. She's such a cool character.
Okay, so I would just like to set in stone right now. There is absolutely no guarantee that any of these characters will ever show up in Elysian Road because
Okay.
they're so far away at this point. Like
True.
they may be like, oh, hey, they're having a fun time in this caravan, but like,
I just think that I just really want Elizabeth to mentor Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Dude,
I kinda-
like
Oh, that'd be
seriously
so
though.
great.
I also kind of figured that like if nothing else, that these people could be like background NPCs that are just kind of like
Yeah.
cool like references,
Right, but
just so they wouldn't be
the
like
issue is that the caravan is so far away at this point. By the time that they would get there, you would be in a different place already, and so it would just be a constant like following them.
Well, it kind of
forever.
depends on the drive of the ship, the spike drive, because that makes a monumental difference.
Right, but you guys have the capital ship.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Like,
we
I
stole-
imagine-
we
there's
stole
absolutely no
the
way they'll ever
most
catch up
fancy
unless
ship
you guys
in
stayed in
the
one
Are we
place
just,
for like
like,
a month.
Flying straight in one direction eternally? Why would we not be able to catch up?
Well, because you guys were gonna go to what's the name?
Because I don't remember exactly how it ended. I was gone. I
Gui.
think.
You're gonna go to Gui, which was pilgrimage planet, and do stuff there. But like, I mean, I'm not expecting the caravan to last that long. Like, you're gonna destroy it in some way, shape,
fun.
or form.
I'm sure, yeah. Well, and I mean that could be
That's
a
all I'm
thing as
saying.
well, right? Like maybe it's gone by the time they get there. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'm just saying.
thought-
I feel like it's unlikely that these characters will logically end up with them because the time has already passed so far
Mm-hmm.
from the time they actually left.
I suppose.
It just doesn't seem to logically make a lot of sense. And I mean, it will definitely depend on what you guys do in Elysian
Right.
Road. But,
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, we can
Yeah.
figure that out.
and then that's
I
all
just,
detail stuff to
like-
figure, but-
Like I just imagine like some fan art of like what if
yeah,
These characters
Evelyn's
met,
mom.
and yeah.
no,
Exactly.
what if Evelyn's mom had been this character instead?
Oh
Of
gosh.
How different her
Mhm.
life would be, That's that's what I'm like thinking about.
yeah.
I'm just thinking about like Monroe and Dylan talking about like how horrible Chloe Lasmus is, and just like, ugh, she sucks.
She's the worst. But yeah, thanks
Nice.
for helping Chloe be in charge of a awesome company
Gosh, why did we do that?
Because we didn't want to die.
Because one of us failed a roll.
We flipped a lot of rolls.
now. True.
Yep.
All right,
So
way to
she
go.
because she like failed to get whatever was in me and Ode out.
Mhm.
and so she like changed her name, and because she was like scared.
Yeah,
and stuff,
Castro Pharmaceutical Services went bankrupt and died.
Yeah.
Died.
Yeah.
Like there was no way it was coming back from that, and so she basically the idea was that she just used all of her cunning and conniving to make herself in a position where she could betrayal, mutiny, take over the other company.
Yeah.
They're rival, right? Castro and Genetisoft were definitely rivals.
Yes.
So.
Is there any end of game stuff we do? I don't think there is.
I don't
Oh,
believe
there
so.
is, I think, with
Well,
links,
it's like the end of the
but-
job stuff.
Right.
It's like if you get paid, but like that's not
But,
gonna matter.
yeah,
at
it's
all.
not really
and
matter.
it's not even a.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
get,
job you
we
could
get
get paid
experience
for.
for completing the job, right?
I mean,
yeah,
you all get
there's normally
experience,
steps for, but yeah,
but also it just doesn't matter.
I
Yeah.
mean, now my last question is, I know I mentioned that, or rather you mentioned that you wanted to do some short Powered by the Apocalypse games when we're done with Anno. Did you want to do this one again?
I mean, obviously your characters aren't around anymore. But
Well, but that's what I
would-
mean. We could follow them too. We could find out how they meet other people, or if they don't, or whatever.
I
you know
mean,
what I mean?
the Sprawl wouldn't be the game for that then.
No,
the
that's
issue,
true. That's fair.
right? We would
I
have to
just-
start with that number.
Yeah.
This character needs to like take down the what's it called?
That's the thing. We can definitely. So my thought is these characters. I mean, if you guys want them to leave, then they can leave. That's fine.
Right.
But yeah,
but
we
if
could
you-
always stay with Connor's character and then us make new characters
That's
and
true,
try to
yeah.
Exactly.
continue.
That's what I'm thinking. Right. Like.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is maybe Elizabeth is setting up a new team and.
Mhm.
and
That's
this
true.
other-
Yeah, that'd be
other
cool.
Situation. Yeah.
Now we can see, because we still have the linchpin character that is at the head.
I mean,
of
it totally makes sense that Valencia, Molly, and Thaddeus would all leave. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's like, we had
Yeah.
way too close of a call there. Like,
Yeah.
we just can't do this with our families. Like, we just can't do
Mhm.
it. Like,
Right.
it's not gonna work. So,
Yeah, and I mean, we could always, if we did want to see the other characters, we could always do it in a different, in Stars Out Number or whatever,
Mhm.
if it comes up. So I was
Yep.
just curious,
Mhm.
because then XP
yeah, they're
would
obviously
matter.
still in the world,
but-
still in this setting and doing stuff. So,
Cool. Okay.
but yeah, if we were gonna do the Sprawl, we would do it on Midas probably, and then
Yeah.
like Elizabeth would be a recurring character, and then we would have some other people. But, cool. Yeah. That was fun. I
that's
do really like the Sprawl. I
Yeah.
wish we had the time to like dig into all of its finesse. There's a lot of really cool stuff in this game.
We got to touch
Um,
on most of the cool stuff.
We got to
At
touch
least a
on
little.
most of like the like in media res stuff, but like
Yeah.
we didn't do any legwork phase.
True, we did miss
like,
most of that.
there wasn't a whole lot in the way of like I didn't bring up most of your guys' backstories or whatever because we didn't have the time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's just cool to see all the like contacts come back and
Right,
the
yeah.
directives and all that
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I liked it though. Good stuff. All right. I don't know. We're gonna be back next. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But we'll be back at some point with some more RPGs, but maybe on hopefully on Domini.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. But we'll see.
Before I
We'll
forget
see.
my character's name. Just kidding.
All
Cool.
right, there you go. That's it. We're out.